has crossbow expert, so he doesn't take the. Oh, yeah, and the best part, he can ritual cast Find Familiar, so he always gets the health action.
Hey everybody, welcome to Double Net. I'm Sean, and this week we are picking up after the events of Curse of Strahd. Oh, it's going to be interesting as the party finds themselves in Tribor, relaxing at the Singing Gnome Inn. Drinks are flowing, food's all around. You guys are relaxing, telling stories of your most recent adventure to the patrons, who are like massively gripped by this tale. As Jimothy stands at my table and draws the sun sword out. Alright. What are you guys gonna do once that starts dying down in the evening?
First of all, do we even know how long we were gone? How long we were, we know how long we were
Make a
in.
straight roll.
I was gonna say, yeah.
We know
I have keen mind. I should be able to figure it out by the season.
I have so much room now.
Oh, that's a good first roll of the night.
Straight roll,
11.
11.
It's been a day.
As far as you know.
Yeah, it's basically the next day from when you guys left.
No, I mean, from when we left.
Yeah, when you guys, all the time in Barovia was 1 day on the material plane.
Oh, nice. So you don't have to worry about anything going to shit, really, except for what's about to happen.
Right. Well,
There's a lot about to happen.
I've been waiting for this one.
I'm sure you have.
I have no idea what it is.
I'm gonna do something that you guys have never seen me do. But I don't announce that. I just.
You gonna yak up a hairball?
No.
No, that's not good.
You've probably seen that.
Probably. Caught it like at the end of my watch. Just wakes up from a dead sleep. God damn it.
I'm trying to get that for a week.
So I just walk away and we're still on the same road basically.
No, you guys are in the Singing Gnome Inn.
We're in a tavern.
Oh, in the
Yeah.
tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that's right. We got to the tavern. Okay.
Yeah, we went back to Tribor and went to the Singing Gnome.
I'm gonna go to the western wall and sit down, roll out a little bit of my dragon skin, and I'm gonna pray.
Okay.
Oddly enough, something you haven't.
Okay. So for the rest of the night, what are you guys doing? As Bax just gets up and walks out.
Do you know that Baxter was religious?
You guys don't see him doing that.
We don't?
No, you guys just see him walking out of the tavern.
No, I'm in the tavern at the western
Oh,
wall.
all of a sudden he just looks like he's just sitting there, kind of like you'd see a cat sitting in a box. Just.
Maybe that's where he's gonna sleep. I don't know. You know, there's beds, right? There's a whole other building.
Alright, so what are you guys gonna do?
I wonder what cats worship. The great yarn ball in the sky?
Quite possibly.
Just the toad. The toad. Alright.
The great yarn ball in the sky.
The great glowing yarn ball that wakes us every morning.
Great yellow.
That's the sun.
Don't stare at the
The
Okay.
ultimate cat toy.
The ultimate template.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so as the rest of the night goes on, pretty mellow. I mean, yeah, people are drinking, having fun. Tiddly's there, pouring drinks, and Havoc's sitting by the door. It's all the same routine as normal for that place.
I'm gonna go and get a cup because I actually didn't bring nothing today.
As you guys are sitting there, you hear a couple people just start coughing and hacking, and everybody just gets quiet and roll perceptions.
It smells like sick in here.
That is perception 29.
You guys see, well,
I had a 3, but not a 7.
And I come back and
roll a
have a
perception.
drink in my hand. Hey guys.
Don't forget you still have your dice box.
I know.
Your tray and everything.
I know. I ended up combining all the ones, and then I got to divide them up again, and I got to do all that stuff.
So you're gonna be busy for a few minutes.
Yes. I'm not gonna do it right now. I'll do it after. All right. The perception.
Yeah.
Pocket dice. Nice.
19.
Okay.
And
Well, the two of you
plus
see
5,
it.
24.
Two of you are just drinking and having fun.
Honestly,
You
shit.
look over and there's one of the barmaids kind of has some, like, she coughs into her hand. You see a little bit of blood in her hand and across her face. She's wiped it off.
I approach him. Excuse me.
So yes,
Are you ill?
it seems there's been a sickness going around lately.
For how long?
Well, it started this morning, not too long before you guys arrived.
Anybody else affected?
Yeah, and she looks around. You see a couple people here and there in the bar, and Tiddly's having the same problem. And
Okay, has anything changed? Aside from our arrival, anything different?
no, it's been the same clientele coming through, the same business.
No odd people coming in.
No,
Well, there was that whole group of people that came across the trackless sea and decided they were going to make their homes here. Maybe they brought something?
Yeah.
I don't know what this is. Do I?
No.
Okay.
you have
Making
no
sure.
clue.
We didn't even notice there was an issue.
Yeah.
You're
Huh?
you're
We
probably
didn't
Oh
even
wait,
notice
that's
there was
right.
an
You're.
yeah. You guys
Yeah,
are oblivious.
He just directed a
Oh,
direct
yeah.
sickness question at me.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
right.
So,
But more or less talking out loud.
But yeah, she's like, no, it's just been coughing a little bit of blood every now and again.
I didn't bring it, but
Probably not normal, but just have to keep an eye on it.
and I plop it down next to her.
All of a sudden, you look down next to her, and there's this little, almost like a marionette doll of Tessa, and it's about her size too.
and I joked you. This is awesome.
Memes.
When your D&D game becomes a meme.
I love it.
It is not. It is not to be mean. So I figured you're the.
Is it the same size as
It's life size.
Like,
The eyes are a bit more buggy, and one's a bit bigger than the other.
It's a little
off
bit
the
more
side.
exaggerated.
And one's a little bit bigger than the other. One's kind of like a little bit further off from center.
It is
and-
not to be taken as an insult. It is a
It's
strategic tool.
armor.
Uh-huh.
Would you rather you risk your ass out there in the open with whatever traps I come up with, or would you rather have a stand in and then you throw your voice?
That's actually really ingenious. Okay. Do you have a question? Could I use substitute like a Pokemon move?
No.
as you're about to take an attack.
Yes.
No, but
No,
I
I
could
don't think
create
it's
a
that way.
fog, and then you could swap
Yeah.
places.
Animate object.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I
Oh.
have the
That'd be perfect.
medallion.
animate object
That'd be,
stone.
that,
Yeah.
that'd be perfect because then she could project her voice to it. You
Well,
could animate it, and they would.
I
they
wanted.
wouldn't know they wouldn't be any the wiser.
I wanted to see what I could possibly trade for that stuff. I know it's very useful, but maybe you could help me.
Trade. Trade what?
Well, you know, I have a lot of platinum.
Get out of here. What else you got? You got a fire breathing mask you haven't used in a while.
But that's like my ace in the hole because like you're a magic user, right? So you have that stuff up your sleeves, and it's like in case I get pinned in a corner with multiple enemies, I can use that. Exactly.
Just kidding.
It's all up here.
It's more like in the diaphragm.
So that's what I think they call it gas.
Just
Okay.
the same thing.
Don't tell
Do
me.
you like cold weather? No, right? Nobody likes cold weather. I have a very strong dragon breastplate that I had a buddy make. It's actually very sentimental to me, but
You're not proficient with medium armor.
I gotta wear robes, bruh. Hairy.
ooh, okay. What about a custom white dragon skin cloak? Ooh, it's very beautiful. Would you like to see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have to get it made into a cloak, but I have very good material. It's from a adult dragon.
Ancient white.
It was from an ancient white dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one we.
Yeah. I remember. I know of what materials you speak of. Continue.
Oh, Jimothy's seen it before, but he
Yeah.
hasn't necessarily.
He was
wasn't
there
there.
when you cut it from its wings.
We were all there.
Yeah.
We killed
Well,
the thing.
In
together.
fact,
Wasn't it his last kid?
it was
That's-
though.
Wait,
That's
no,
right.
that's
it
what
was.
I was
It was.
talking
It was
about.
McSwick because
It
it
was
was her.
McSwick.
Yeah, because you two didn't
Right.
join until Curse of Strahd.
Because she called out to it or some shit. Remember?
No, that was the.
She
that was the
whistled
wyvern.
at the wyvern.
Yeah, that.
That
Yeah,
was
it was
the
Marin
wyvern.
that whistled at the wyvern.
What was
Yeah.
the white dragon?
The white dragon was the one inside the mountain that had all the treasure.
That was the one you trapped in the.
the one McSwick
stone.
trapped inside the
Yeah.
stone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which Nick has.
Nick has almost everything that we had, minus what we were carrying on our
Maybe,
person.
maybe it'll find its way back out into the world.
No, it's gonna stay in his pocket.
In his pocket. Hopefully he gets robbed and then it's find its way out into the world.
Or I could just
Hopefully
kill it
I'll-
and take it off of it.
Yeah, I was gonna
That
say we
works.
could just do that.
True. But no, yeah. So when you get it made, I'll trade you the stone.
Okay. Sounds good.
And the deal is struck.
A stone for a cloak.
Mm-hmm.
But no, but
That was going somewhere, and then it didn't.
I was gonna just give you it, and I was like, nah.
See what I get. Okay, so as you guys sit for the rest of the night, everybody takes their rest.
Let's snuggle up next to the sunset.
Oh, we don't have this.
Is there a fireplace?
Space anymore.
Yeah, there's a fireplace.
Well,
Have it keep it going all
And that's a
throughout the
cleric
night.
spell, I think.
I think I'm gonna go and sit in the chair right in front of the fireplace. Stretch out. Take a little sip of that. No, I'm not actually gonna do that. I don't think I'll sleep through the night.
Vagina ale
Yeah, never mind. I actually want some sleep.
that you mixed with acid. It wasn't that.
Oh, you guys took that from him.
right.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
no,
you
he
guys
doesn't
took
have
that
that
from
anymore
him.
because that shit. Oof.
Yeah,
Would've killed
It would have been kitty soup.
Yeah.
Small
From the
vial of
inside out.
fur and-
Yeah.
Ugh.
He would have become the jar for it.
I am become jar.
Yes.
Container of worlds. Okay, so as you guys awake, Irvon, mark off one maximum hit point.
Yup.
Just wake up. You just see
I know.
Irvon just sitting there.
Let's go.
Doesn't look much different, but it feels like looks like you feel a little uncomfortable, a little uneasy, maybe a little queasy.
Jumped on my
You okay?
lap and sat down.
Maybe I'm getting whatever the hell's going around here. Feel a little under the weather today.
Yeah, you
Just
should
ask.
rest. Just put it out.
Yeah, who should we
Got stuff
ask
to do.
about what the hell's going on with this sickness? Because I ain't trying to get it.
Oh, maybe the people at the maybe the people at the temple might know, or we can go talk to the.
Why not? You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't heed though.
Which was it? One of the barmaids that was sick?
Yeah, and a few of the
There was
patrons and Taylywink
people.
and
Okay.
There's a few people.
Tiddlywink, his good friend,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
again
don't you
afflicted by
see-
his past.
Why don't we, aside from maybe the newcomers, why don't we ask them if there's anything in common? Maybe they've been somewhere, you know, aside from being here at the tavern. I mean, well, you know, maybe they went and ate somewhere.
The only thing I can think of is these newcomers from across the trackless sea. We don't know what the hell's out there.
Yeah.
They could have brought some vermin or something that's giving out diseases. Who knows? I mean, we gotta get rid of these people anyway, but that's
Yeah.
neither here nor there for the moment.
Yeah.
I want to go talk to
Here,
some
hand
clerics
him
and
that.
see
'Cause
if
I'm
they
gonna
know
get
anything.
distracted.
Possibly, yeah, maybe. We go to where was the temple that we had taken?
that was in Waterdeep.
That was in the water deep. That's
Yep.
what I thought. So we have to.
That
Should
was
go
a
to Waterdeep.
Temple of Pelor.
Yep. We have to
Okay.
take a trek to Waterdeep and visit the Temple of Pelor, and see if the priest there might have any ideas.
I feel like
Alright,
that's in the right spot.
What do you? My question before we head out, because we need to eat and you know make sure we're energized for the day. Who's cooking? Because I don't want to get sick. Tiddlywink's sick. The barmaid's sick.
You usually just get rations and
Yeah, you probably still have some food on you anyway from
Yeah.
before.
Basic rat travel rations.
All right.
You know, some
There's
jerky and
I
some
was
cheese.
Okay.
All the cheese.
That's fine.
you can always.
For
Yeah,
everyone.
I know. It's been
Sure,
so
sir.
long
No
since
cheese
I've
for
had to
me.
do that. Our good friend here, Erebon, has this. Well, you guys seen the stone? What was it called? The Hero's Feast Stone that gave us all that food.
Yeah, that was that.
I haven't had to use that in so. I haven't had to hunt in so long. I got accustomed to that thing. I hope I can still remember how.
Yeah, well, that was
It's a
Nick.
joke,
That wasn't
but,
me.
you know.
But
Yeah, but you got. Well, it was because with you, the only one here that I was with when I got introduced to it, so
True.
that's why I referenced you. I didn't want to talk about Dick.
that bastard's in the wind, but he's gonna get what's coming to him
Oh yeah.
eventually.
Oh yeah.
Him and his butt buddy.
I'm gonna make a special arrow for him. See if we can get some good poison arrows.
So you guys are heading off to Waterdeep then?
I'm gonna actually eat before we leave, but yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
figured. You guys have breakfast, you eat. And so eventually you guys set out and head up towards Waterdeep.
How many drinks would you say would be in the flask? Some of them might make sure they're topped off. I just never put it.
I don't think that you really.
5 whole mouthfuls.
Yes.
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on the size of the
sounds
flask,
about
yeah.
right.
And what you have in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like big swigs you get about 4, but you get a ration that shit you get maybe
Still,
5 to 6.
Especially if you
I
put
still
some
got
high,
some of
high-
that magical
high alcohol
Swick
liquor in there or
wine or
something.
whatever.
I gotcha.
So I didn't want to.
Well, I'm immune to alcohol, so I.
That's
Yeah,
right,
you're still immune to alcohol.
dude. Oh man, everybody's sick. I was gonna say let's get some.
Yeah, let's get a let's get a drinking contest going. I bet I can outdrink you all. That's
Yeah.
easy money.
Get some dwarfs to shave their beards.
Hey, we can do
Not
some,
again.
We can,
It's still an annual
Not
competition.
again.
we can do
Waterdeep.
some dwarf tossing. I'm
No.
down for it.
Alright, so you guys set out, and we'll say there's the caravan heading out that way, so you guys get there within the day.
Okay.
You get into Waterdeep, and it's the same business as always. The place is completely reconstructed, beautiful architecture, and the construction's been completed. I mean, buildings are nicer. Even the bad slums part of town look really nice. Like new houses built up. The streets are clean, completely restoned, reworked, and it's nice. The wagons go in across the stone. There's no bumping from the grooves between them.
The structures and everything, you can tell the difference in what's been constructed by who.
Yeah, you can. Well, everything's been reconstructed and built over and refortified. And
But I'm saying, was it like done because we had those the other guys that came in?
yeah.
And that was who fixed it. Can you tell the difference, or did they repair it as to what it was?
Oh, they
but
they
made
improved
it
it.
look nicer.
They improved everything. There's almost nothing made of wood anymore. It's mostly stone and different metals worked into it. And
Doesn't
Looks
even
like-
look like the same city anymore.
Looks like a slow takeover. I mean, it's a give it to them. Give credit where credit's due. Stone buildings as opposed to wood. Okay, but
I know that look.
So get your dice out of the way.
all right.
14.
To you, it looks like almost the same architecture you used to from your homeland, but they try to incorporate more of the Waterdeep Sword Coast style to it. But you know the methods they've used to make the different stones and put the metals into it and reinforce it. And... But it looks like they tried keeping it to the original theme for Waterdeep.
Mm-hmm. They sure do.
But it looks nice.
What you thinking, Timothy?
Looks like home.
I'll give it that it looks nice, but I don't trust the people that did it.
Probably shouldn't.
But anyway, that's a battle for another day.
So you guys eventually get up to the Temple of Pelor, and same as always, it looks exactly the same. Everything's been, it was damaged, just reconstructed all the stained glass, put it back the way it was, and you walk in, the priest like, oh, hello again.
There's been some sort of, apparently there's been some sort of illness going around the last day or so. Do you know anything about that?
It's...
I'm even feeling a little under the weather myself today, but
I haven't found too much about it myself. All I know is it's affecting those who have been resurrected.
wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know the cause of it. We don't know how to stop it.
Do you know what's actually happening?
Well, there's some of the older folk. Their bodies have begun to break down and disintegrate.
So
Slowly
they're living and
decomposing.
decomposing.
Yes, they're slowly decomposing.
So it's not an illness at all. It's some sort of status effect.
Undoing the
They're-
spell.
Yeah, it's like their body is still progressing forward in time by decomposing past death, and the spirit remains bound to the flesh.
Yeah, that's what any of those like resurrection spells do.
These are not zombie.
So,
So we gotta figure out
How-
what's doing this and stop it before a lot of other people.
well, I mean, how could you
Disappear.
correct something like that? It's basically stopping.
Stop the thing that's doing it.
Yeah.
Because I can guarantee you something like this isn't natural.
Who,
No, because there have been resurrection spells for.
who did the
thousands of
resurrection
thousands.
spell?
Huh?
I said, who did this resurrection spell?
His?
For me, it was a
Okay.
drow priestess.
It was a very
No, but I'm
powerful
saying the powerful one that brought everybody back here in town.
No, not everybody's breaking.
Then why are they?
No, it's just affecting any of those who have been resurrected before. It's not
That's
just
fine.
it's not everybody in town.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The people who have been resurrected.
I don't think it has
who
anything.
casted that spell?
I
who
don't-
resurrected
I don't
them?
think it has anything to do
Not
with the
something
person
No,
that matters.
not like that. Okay.
that cast the spell itself. It's something else
Past
in
that.
the world that
Okay.
is.
It's affecting the magic itself.
Is Lord Neverember among those who's being affected?
Yeah, he was brought back.
No, he was still alive. We didn't resurrect him. We
No.
saved his life.
In
That's
his
right.
youth, he was resurrected after a slight misadventure.
See, resurrecting people. is
So that's
so
why
easy.
Tidley was feeling under the weather. That's why I'm feeling under the weather. We're slowly,
Rotting away.
yeah, I
Dying.
guess ceasing to exist. I guess might be the best way to put it.
Undying.
Undying.
Unliving.
Unliving. Don't they call that? Yeah, that's technically a zombie, isn't it?
No, that's undead.
Well, undead. I mean, man.
Undying.
So you have no information on what could possibly be causing this phenomenon?
But this is magic that I am entirely unfamiliar with.
You have any idea who might be familiar with it?
To the best of my knowledge, this is magic that I've never seen before.
It's got to be magic from across the water.
Possibly.
It could be something dating back to before the calamity.
It has to be a powerful.
What could that be? Do you have any books? Anything we can?
Knowledge from that period has been long lost.
Wonder if anybody in Neverwinter would know.
There's like a great library with a dragon's treasure trove that might have it, but
It's like a week away though.
yeah. Well,
How far away? How far out are we from Neverwinter?
it'll be a week away.
Neverwinter
once,
is 3 days ride.
and then never again. A week away one time. Never again. Because I could put a
Go to
magic circle
Neverwinter,
there.
get a carriage, hire somebody, or just get some
This
horses.
location. Oh god, every day for 1 year. I don't have that kind of time. Teleportation circle.
Oh.
You can create a permanent teleportation circle by casting the spell in the same location every day for 1 year.
Yeah, you have to bind the magic to that spot.
I know. Damn.
Now, before we go anywhere else, since we're in water deep already, we might as well
How many? I got.
report to the Hall of the Factions and at least let them know we've returned.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, I'm just wondering how far of a ride, or how many days ride would that cave be? The dragon cave. The
Ooh,
mountain-
which one?
the
Because
white
now
dragon.
there's like 5.
No, the only one that me and him would be
We've
familiar with. The white one.
That's probably a week out at best.
Okay.
That was by carpet.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
by
that was by
carpet.
carpet.
I can
So-
cast fly, but it's for only an hour.
you'd have
No.
to keep casting fly
Yeah.
and use up all your spell slots.
Well, yeah, but it's not the spell slots I'm worried about.
It's the wild magic along with
Yeah.
it.
It's the table. Because I could cast fly, sure, but
Then fireball right with it.
fireball.
I'm saying.
Right, Oh boy, it'd be
Just-
sick.
It's not cool when you fireball
don't-
yourself.
just-
to get
Just
the
warn me
motherfucker
before
worried.
you
Hey,
take
I
these
didn't-
things off.
I haven't died yet, so it must be working as intended.
Just warn me before you take these things off next time.
Yeah,
No promises.
man.
It's just something that just had. Look, you want to see how easy these things fucking come
no,
off?
no.
Yeah. Do it.
You want us to? You want to have the chance for all of us to die. I mean, I might
It's
die
pretty much an
anyway,
enclosed
but-
building that I'm in right now, yeah?
Yeah. No, we're still in the temple. So.
Yeah. It's an enclosed building.
Yeah, so the fireball goes off.
It's a closed temple.
If that giant
It's-
fireball goes off, poop, there goes the temple.
and probably my afterlife, because whoever's temple I just burned is probably going to be pissed at me.
And you're in the Temple of Pelor, so...
And he's definitely going to... Well, no, he might be like, hey, he's a good follower.
No. No.
But no, I'm not going to do anything.
If you don't know anything,
Arcane Gate.
maybe we'll have to try
500.
somebody in Neverwinter before we make too many conclusions. But at the moment,
I have a question, but I'm
we have to
afraid
go
it'll
back to
change
the
every single combat encounter
Hall
in
of
the future.
Factions.
Can I
At
open
least
a
let them
portal
know we've
in
returned
the
from
middle
our
of something?
trip in Barovia.
Okay.
Well, do we need to do
Does it
that in
describe how big
person,
the
or
portal
can we
is?
send a messenger?
10 feet in
Probably should go
diameter.
there in person.
You get to have
That
10
way,
feet
we
per-
also there is still
Like a
one,
giant. Yeah, like
one person
side of the
there
stomach.
that was
Like in the...
that was
horizontal
that was
line,
there.
or just
That would be up to Vajra.
separate?
We'll see.
She's the only person. She's the only member of the 5 faction leaders that was still alive after the attack on the city.
Yeah.
Everyone else is new.
Yeah.
Oh, never
yeah,
mind.
I would. At least with us being here, it isn't. You gotta.
She's the last person in that
Portal
hall I
open
trust.
restricts occupied by a creature. The spell fails in the casting as well.
At least we know there's somebody that, or feel like there's somebody we can trust.
Yeah, well, she was still
Religious trying to break me
there
down.
before these other people came across. So
Yeah. Maybe we can get some more insight as to what's going on and what extent these newcomers have
yeah,
been doing. You know.
get the 411 on everything.
Yeah.
Let's
So.
get moving.
All right.
Thank you for your time.
He kind of bows a little bit.
Hopefully, we can figure out something before more people
Yes.
fade away, including myself.
Yes, that would be very preferable.
All
We
right.
don't have space in the graveyards for mass funerals.
So we're gonna look for
Suckers.
carriage to take us, or horses, or.
No, we're gonna hit the Hall of 5 Factions first, which is right here in Waterdeep.
Oh, I know, but I was just saying for later on.
Yeah, we can look for book a carriage or something.
The back of the chair.
Yes.
Okay.
That was my shoulders, my elbows, my fingers, my back.
It was everything.
That's nice.
Yeah, it felt amazing.
No,
It felt like my arm just got like a foot longer.
Yes.
Ollie.
Okay, so as you guys head up, working your way to the castle ward, it looks about the same. The roads are redone. A lot smoother walk too. A lot easier walking. There's no more uneven stones on the ground, and
Well, whoever these benefactors are, they're at least efficient.
actually, roll perceptions.
Unnatural 20 for a round off back tuck. Just to do it for shits and giggles.
13.
Because the road is smoother.
13.
Couldn't help it. What?
220 feet. 220 feet.
Hey, I didn't do anything to you.
The sword would probably get mad at me anyway.
Yeah. Ooh, I can tell yo, mommy. That's your new
Alright.
mommy now.
I'll huck her right at you, dude.
Yep, and I'll catch
She'll
her and
come
put her in my
crawling
pocket.
right back to me.
Yeah, and then she'll scream in your ear.
Yes.
I don't
Is
see
that your
shit. I'm
coffee
too
maker?
busy.
You keep scaring the shit out of
I
me.
rolled a 7. I'm too busy yakking at him. I'd like some of that when it's done. I didn't even know that.
It has been done.
It is? Oh, let me get it.
Everybody perked right up.
I don't drink coffee. I was just like, fucking.
I didn't
what?
notice that he had it going. I forgot it was over there. I thought you brought it back in here.
No, it's staying right there. That's a permanent spot.
It's like hot watermelon lime.
And so you guys notice that
What is it?
Hot
Really?
watermelon lime.
That's weird.
as you guys cross through Waterdeep, there's been no signs of any homeless people, no poverty.
You ain't gotta fill it up. I'll share.
There's been
Sorry, everybody.
So I was like, it's not nasty.
No, it's just different.
there's been no signs of any homeless, no signs of anyone poor. Everyone looks very well kept. Everyone looks very well kept. All the people look very well off now. What little bit of homeless population there were in the city, you see those people coming out of shops, well dressed.
Hey, over here, can we stop by a weapons shop?
Is lobster there?
Was that one? Yeah.
I need to swing by Taylor.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Well,
Or actually, what would it be?
you should have said something
Would
when
it
we
be a
were back.
tailor or a blacksmith?
It'd be a
Actually,
tailor
no.
for a cloak.
You have to have a tailor who's used to working with magic.
Would have had a crossbow or something for you.
Magic and dragon.
A magic tailor. Zabla would probably know a tailor.
Buy
Now.
at least
Yeah.
one
Okay.
crossbow.
We have to go to the magic store anyways.
Okay.
Because
So go for
you cast spells, yeah?
Huh?
You
Yeah,
cast spells.
throw him away.
Sort of.
Your not your arcane archer shit. Do you have any other like spell
Yeah,
slots?
he has
or
his
anything?
ranger spells.
So you
Yeah.
probably need a component bag or something.
Okay.
Yeah, refill and resupply.
Everybody does
Yeah.
because we all cast spells except for you.
Yeah, we all
I
need
know.
to
Welcome-
refill our component
Welcome
boxes.
to the. I gotta clean this spot off every 20 fucking seconds.
Oh, trust me, I know. I use sunglasses all the time.
Create an aim.
Yeah, there's everything looks very, very nice in the castle. Right? It looks like they upgraded everything. You know, you guys walk the hall of the five factions, and above the door, there's this giant platinum plaque with the symbols of the five factions engraved into it.
And of course it's made of platinum. That's why not.
Well, they found a whole hoard of it. I think.
Found?
And you guys go walking in, and there's a man sitting in a suit standing next to a table. How may I help you?
I would like to see Vajra while we're here.
All right, and who may I ask is here to see her? Looking at all of you.
Erevan and his
Erevan and
friends.
company.
And names?
My name. Jimothy Turnbuckles.
Writes it down in a book.
You better write it with an S.
Baxter.
At the backseat.
Chest thump.
Yeah, chest thump, that's it, that's your new
It's in
name.
parentheses, it's Baxter. In parentheses, chest thump.
Yeah.
That's the Highland.
Alright. Please come with me. And he goes walking down very short, like, steps as he's walking. For his human. And you hear his feet kind of like almost skinny with each step. He goes walking in. He opens the door. She's right inside. Go up the stairs to the left in the far corner.
Thank you kindly.
And he waits till all you guys go through and closes the door behind you. Inside, it's the main hall of the five factions room. Looks pretty much the same. You know, some things are repaired, bodies are now off the walls.
I hope those weren't still there. It'd be a little weird if they were.
Right? Like, can you imagine? No, they just left it up in memory.
They're just rotting on the wall now.
And it's just a plaque that says in memory of.
In memory of, and it's just a bunch of bones.
Just a bunch of
Rotting
bodies.
corpses.
Oh,
Yeah, there wouldn't be bones just yet, but
Who's all in the room? Aside
There's no one in there right now.
No one.
Well, but there's a stairwell at the far corner
yeah,
leading
we
up.
gotta go up that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
But the chairs are empty.
Yes, the chairs are empty.
Can I sit in there?
How far away are
They're about 15 feet from the door.
they? Which one's the biggest?
They're all pretty big.
shiniest One. Which one looks the coolest?
The one at the far end of the table with the head, which you can tell would probably be Lord Neverember's.
Ooh, the king's chairs. Nah, I'll simmer down.
Yeah, right there, Jonathan.
And you see her just like,
Yeah, I'm okay.
It looks comfy, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I know. And I'm gonna go over to that and
just
like
and it's like
rub one
velvet
finger on the
padding
arm.
across it.
Well, regardless of what those two idiots are doing, I'm proceeding up the stairs.
You look at them as they're just like really touching the soft arm of it and feeling the cushy like 3-inch thick padding on it. And
They look like they're
Dude.
I'm following
you guys head as they start heading upstairs, you two can follow.
yeah.
As you guys get up, it's a little bit darker. Their windows are a bit covered up. As you guys get up there, and you get into this like study room, and with you see this one chair by the fireplace. It's back to you. You see the same staff that Vajra was carried with the raven at the top. And you hear, "Please come in."
You too, huh?
You see his hand. It's almost like withered away, and like there's almost no muscle tone to it anymore.
That bad already?
I've been resurrected many times. As you guys come around, you see Vajra, her skin's all pale for an elf, all sunk in. And she looks really bad.
What's
Yes,
causing this?
it's a sickness. From what my scouts have told me, down in the land of Chult, there's some sort of magic plague that's been released. Only affecting those who have been magically resurrected, including myself.
I understood that much.
We all know where Chult
We
is.
visited the Temple of Pelor before coming here.
That's
Never
that's
the
why
same,
I'm.
same conclusion that priest there drew.
Do I have, after she says Chult Day, anything?
We get a history check.
16.
You know that that's a homeland to a lot of different races of Tabaxi. Not yours, but a lot of them.
Yeah.
What's your homeland?
And she looks at you as,
Gross.
It's not.
I was about to
My
summon you all when
homeland.
you arrived.
It's where other Tabaxi come from.
And this
We
plague,
don't
whatever it
necessarily
is,
see eye to eye.
we need to find out the cause and stop it. Lord Neverember is worse off than I am.
Going to burn them all?
Awesome.
Fire 'em.
Maybe later.
This land, though, while beautiful, is wild and untamed. There's only one city on the island.
What?
Instant boner.
Like your magic.
Right?
Instant boner.
Ooh, there's more.
So where is this one city on this island?
It is on the coast, Port Nyanzaru. It is a large city run by the Merchant King.
Wonder if that's where Nick dusted off to.
I wouldn't be surprised. Right up his alley.
And it was my request to you all that you go down there, newcomers included, to stop this, whatever it is.
I was gonna go whether you told me to or not.
It is much appreciated. Well, what means would you like to proceed down there?
Portal.
What's the
As your friend said, portal, yes. I have a portal linked to a ship that is not too far from Chult.
Nice.
About a half day's journey from Chult.
that'd be perfect.
I'm gonna get
Do you have a magic carpet too?
No.
I had one of those, but as far as I know, it may still be
It's
sitting
still
in the,
sitting right
maybe
there.
unless someone found it and took it.
I mean,
Probably
it's
it's
got liquor
right
on it.
outside of like would be Barovia, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's already gone.
Probably, and all the ale that was on it. What'd be funny is if the ale was still there, but the carpet was gone.
Right?
It's like,
So the carpet, the cast there, but all the ale's gone.
See, something
No, I know
probably
you see
similar
that,
to me
but
happened
like-
where they
but
couldn't
they-
drink,
but
but there's
it's
a
like
magic
somebody
item in there.
took the cask off of it, then took the carpet and left the casks of ale there. It's like,
I'd do that. I would 100% do that.
but it's ale.
Magic item.
Ale
Big
and a magic
monster.
So you gotta weigh out the option.
Ale
magic
and a
item.
magic item.
But if I just saw it sitting there floating, I'd just grab it and just start walking.
Yep. Like,
Okay.
Lead it like it's Heather.
Yeah,
Come on,
just hold it like a dog.
Let's go.
Come on, let's go.
And so she lifts her hand, and you see there's almost no muscle tone left to her arm. It's almost down to her skin and bone. She just waves her hand. You watch these curtains part at the far room where it would be the wall. And there's this glowing arcane circle, the energy just swirling across it. Step into the circle, and it will take you to the ship.
Do they already know that we're coming and like they're not gonna
They
cause a
are.
fuss?
It is one of my crew.
Gotcha.
Alright.
Sick.
so,
Do you got like a
we have
letterhead? You got maybe
Only-
an amulet that we could take something.
The only
that
one
we
who could
show-
pass through this portal are those who were sent by me.
Okay.
Oh,
It
okay.
is directly linked to this chamber and only this chamber.
Okay, that makes sense.
Fair.
so we have no time to waste, it appears.
Time
Alright.
to go.
Now, do I gotta stand there or can I jump and cannonball into it?
As soon as you enter the circle, you are teleported through.
Ooh,
Yeah,
run and do
100%.
a double front flip.
Make an acrobatics check.
Can I rush through before he does this?
23.
Make an athletics check.
Me?
Yeah.
I wanna see his outcome.
Well, you're gonna
Let's
see
see
his
the
outcome
landing-
anyways.
see the landing on the other side.
No, you're probably gonna run into him. Athletics?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's a 4.
What was yours?
23.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
So you do the double front flip. You don't get through in time as he just enters, goes cross-eyed, and just disappears. You guys see Jimothy go run through and disappear as he crosses the circle.
I just wanted to see his ass land on the plank.
We'll get to that in a second.
And I'm gonna land like that. So when he comes through, he's gonna kiss
You
my
think
ass.
that's how you're gonna land.
Shit.
So then you two are left in the chamber with Vajra. She looks at you to make haste.
I
Your
should get a
foolish
landing
friends
roll.
may be of aid, but this is a very dangerous journey.
That was news of
We
death.
definitely don't have anything to lose, unfortunately.
Girl,
Well,
no, we call that
actually, we
bucket
have everything to lose, but though this may be dangerous, it's our only option. So we'll do whatever we can to stop whatever's going on.
Another cast. Suggestion.
Alright. She goes, please, while I can hold the magic, cross through.
Alright, I'm going.
She
You guys cross through, there's this bright flashlight. You find yourself stepping out as you see Baxter being held by like 3 guys. It looks like he just got caught midair. They're like, and Jimothy's standing right by him, just looking at this. These are big sailors. I mean, like Goliaths.
Thank you for catching me, dear sir.
He's like,
Now put me down, please.
okay, they just let go. Making acrobatics.
Yep. 9.
Fall out his head.
Lands right on his side. they just
Rude much?
I thought cats always landed on their feet.
I tried, but he dropped me upside down, so it didn't work.
You kind of deserve that.
Oh, you're the one sent by Vajra?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Come with us. He starts walking up to the upper decks, and you just get out, and it's bright sunlight. Oh, you smell the salt in the air, feel the wind, and you can tell you're out in the middle of the trackless sea.
Oh, this is nice.
I'm gonna climb the mast. Okay, check out from the crow's nest.
Okay.
Is there any land in sight?
Not really, no.
Any like small islands or anything?
No.
How far away from the Chult?
About a half day.
Nice.
I think I missed this part of the ocean before.
A lot of people have.
That's kind of what you do when you're on a boat.
As you just look over this dude stand at the edge of it, you hear there's a splashing sound. Oh, shit. The wrestler who's watching was walking off.
There's a lady here.
Tessa.
It looks like she's gonna have more fun trying to go to the bathroom
I'm
here.
gonna climb down
We're
and
just
do the
gonna
same
walk up
thing
to
he
the edge
just
of
did.
the ship with the
So,
leg.
someone grab the piss pot.
Just hang over the edge.
Yeah, just
Holding on to the rope. And then
Here you
just,
go.
There you go. Just spread
big
it
old
out.
smile.
Alright.
How to crack open the book.
Fucking nasty.
If you didn't hear, I sat there and I climbed down and went and did the same thing. And holding on some rope so I don't fall. We could do that here.
Forgive my idiot companions.
Oh, they're fine. Mine do worse.
I'll strike him with lightning later. Chain.
Description I'm looking for.
That smells so
Ten
fucking
turns,
good.
one fireball. No.
Alright, so is there anything you guys want to do on the ship during this half day?
See,
How many? How big is the
where,
crew?
It's basically a war galleon.
That doesn't answer my. More than 12.
Yeah, you're looking at probably about 60 people around the
However,
ship.
the captain and his close feed numbers might equal 12.
What are you planning on?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
What's up? You
If
need
you
somebody.
start trouble
just let
on
me
this
know.
vessel and get us booted off before we even make it to Chult.
Can't be in trouble when I'm the captain.
Yeah, we could be in a lot of trouble.
Yes.
Just kidding. I won't do that. Not this time.
No, not this time.
I don't know, a ship full of great ham.
Not to Vajra's group.
Giant humans or actual Goliaths?
They're Goliaths.
They are.
So
Most
they're
of them
like
are Goliaths.
8'5".
They're between 7 and 8 foot, big biceps out of here, big muscular dudes.
Popeye,
I'm
but
gonna
like
arm wrestle
big.
one.
Are you thinking more like
They're all busy running the ship.
Oh, fine.
Wait until
This is like a military vessel.
Wait until things die down. They get-
Your forearm will probably be the size
They'll get
of
a break
the palm of
soon.
your hand.
at night.
I don't
One of their
know.
fingers.
I have pretty good strength.
She could probably honestly thumb wrestle them and beat them every time.
Ah,
Yeah, exactly. I win.
I win. She's like looking. All
Give
like,
me more bones to break.
Snaps his pinky.
Right?
yes.
Alright, so
Oh
as
my
you guys,
God.
what else are you guys gonna do during this journey? 'Cause you have a few hours worth of drink before you get there.
I'm gonna do some fishing.
Find a-
I'm
find
gonna
a-
find a
Oh yeah, there's
fishing pole and stuff.
they have fishing set up.
Find a drink. That's what I'm gonna do.
Baxter ready for a fishing pole.
Right, he found it. I located the
There's a lower
object.
deck with a little platform built off it for the fishing.
Yeah, there are wheels and dolphins.
Wheels.
Whales.
Wheels and dolphins.
Whales and dolphins.
They don't have wheels in the ocean.
I was like, what the hell is a
Hey, roll
wheel?
perception.
Dude, this is a boat. You
I was
float on the water.
15.
You see some dolphins like swimming along the ship, jumping out of the water, and
Hey, Baxter, when you catch a fish, can I have it?
We can share. If I catch more than one, you can have your own. But if I catch one, we're sharing.
Alright.
Okay.
make a survival check for your fishing.
All right.
What are you gonna do for this?
I'm looking for it.
Oh, it's not hard to find.
10. Kind of get stumped. Or skunked. 7. Let me roll a d6.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to. I'm still making my spell list okay.
Okay.
Been working on
Let's
this
turn
whole
that
fucking
down.
time.
Silence.
So after a few hours, you hear Lando.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, as you're approaching, you see this strange city up in the distance. The familiar sounds in the harbor, creaking of roads, slapping of waves, heavy barrels rolling across cobblestone, mingled with voices shouting and cursing in unfamiliar language, filled with clicks, inhalations, and sing-songy words that make sound almost musical coming from the harbor. The aroma of unfamiliar spices and tropical fruits mixed with wharfside smells of fish, tar, and canvas. Beyond that, Port Nyanzaru. An explosion of colors, buildings painted in bright shades of blue, green, orange, and salmon pinks and reds, or their walls adorned with murals portraying giant reptiles and mythic heroes. Every building sporting baskets and clay urns of colorful flowers draped in livery and flowering vines. Let's see, minstrels in the bright clothing adorned with feathers and shells perform on street corners. A multitude of patterns and sun awnings flutter the top of the city walls. In the harbor, you see a crowd of children dressed with feathered hats and capes racing past. The squalling of seagulls fills the air. As the ship comes into harbor, you see this large-toothed lizard stomp and roar beyond the guards. The whole city seems to be bustling, swathing, laughing, swearing, and singing. And when I say this large thing, it's this large reptile thing with this one big horn coming off and then two coming off of its head, with like a plate coming off the back of its head, pulling a cart.
So like
Triceratops.
Yeah.
We wouldn't know what that is.
No, these are strange, weird creatures to you guys.
I want
one
3.
of the dudes.
God,
What the hell is that?
Triceratops, they use those to pull the wagons to town, sometimes for racing.
Racing?
Yeah. They race the velociraptors, they race the triceratops.
I don't know what any of that shit is, but it sounds like
What is a
fun.
He kind of knows. He points make perceptions with advantage, but it's because he's pointing it out.
I need a galaxy die.
21.
I rolled 13 for both of them. What's the perception?
Yeah.
14.
You guys look, and there's this strange-looking creature. It almost stands about a foot and a half taller than the human standing next to it, with kind of ropes around its mouth. It has these feathers coming off the top of its head, and it has these weird 3-fingered hands with claws on them. And it's standing on hind legs with this long tail.
As soon as you talked about the talons, all I could think
If
about
we
was
were here for
Jurassic
any
Park.
other reason, I would say this is incredible.
Those are awesome. I don't know which one I want.
They're pretty
I
pricey if
want
you
one.
can talk the Merchant King into selling you one.
Oh man.
Oh, wait, Merchant King sounds familiar.
Who would we speak to? Who would we speak to around here about the this curse thing that?
Yeah,
was
yeah.
unleashed?
Let's keep
I'd
our
say
mind
go
on
talk
it.
to the Merchant King himself, Wakanga Otome.
Wakanda.
It's Wakanga Otamu. Wakanga Otamu.
So we'll go talk to Wakanda. Got it.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, he points to this modestly sized building that has, kind of decorated, same like that's his palace right over there. There's a ship pulling into the harbor.
That'll be the
But-
first stop.
Feel free to explore the town. It's an amazing place. They hold the races right here in town.
Unfortunately, time is of the essence.
Do they ever need riders?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes
Yeah,
they're
I was
riders.
gonna say.
You can bet on them.
No, I just
I want to
ride.
ride. I want to bet too, but I want to ride.
Yeah, once in a while when the riders get hurt in a race.
I want to find out how much it costs to buy one of these things as a baby.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't have a rider, they might just take it for free.
I know.
They may.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, every night that I'm here, I usually go betting on them.
Guys do try to run over here.
I know.
We'll be all right.
But we're gonna be here a while.
Yeah.
I may have more time than most.
My
but
fingers
a lot of
get
people
itchy.
A lot of people don't have very much time, including Never Ember and
Yeah,
Vodka.
I'm sure. How long is the time? How long is the time of a couple of races? What's the average time of a race?
3 laps around the city, so maybe
He's
an hour.
He's only got not that long.
I've made pretty good money on them. I've lost a lot of money.
Later. We'll do it later.
Just remember, Erefan is dying.
I know.
We're all
I
dying.
mean, we got,
Some of us faster than others.
Well, maybe if you hadn't have already died.
Talk to the Cambion then. Put a firebolt in my face.
Wreck your shit.
So is that the excuse for the
the ugly
face?
No, that may have actually fixed it.
You can blame his parents for that one.
You remember, I'm not quite as ugly anymore. I'm not a 10 charisma
That book
anymore.
didn't make you any prettier, and you know it. It made you talk better.
I have a 13 charisma now instead of 10.
out of game. What's your race again?
elf.
Well, fuck you.
Elf.
He's an ugly elf.
I'm half elf.
That's right.
An average elf.
I'm the best looking one in the party.
I'm an average elf now.
As far as I don't know, all you other things that look like people, even elves, you all look the same to me.
Oh, you knife-eared bastards.
That's the only way I can tell them apart is because of the ears.
All you cat folk all taste the same too.
Ouch, you haven't had us yet.
You hear this female voice, we do not all taste the same. Look here, we see this tabaxi, she's got like almost blondish fur with these black and orange spots across it. Almost like a leopard print.
Don't
No,
embarrass
trust
yourself.
me, I'm not going to.
Never know who you're related to.
Oh, it's not that. She's jaguar. I'm okay.
Not leopard.
Oh, leopard. Same difference.
Can we trade hats?
Biomes are a little different, but
She's like,
Yeah.
she goes back to her work unloading the ship.
This one's defective. Can we trade him for you?
No, I'm sorry. That's not how this works.
that's not how any of this works.
Slave trading is not.
Those
done
are
the
not
same.
as strong as we.
He's not a slave. He's just defective.
Don't get into a pissing contest.
She looks at it wouldn't be a contest and walks off.
See what you've started? Now we've only been here like 10 minutes. You're already fucking up. You're on thin fucking ice.
I didn't do it. He started it. She wants to try and finish it in the end. And this, never mind. I'm not gonna say that because it would sound wrong. In other words, I'd bury her. I didn't want to say what I was gonna say. That one
I'd
just
advise-
sounded
I
I-
can
weird.
guess.
I definitely would just advise you to not speak.
Maybe
Don't compare me to these poor or these Chultian fucking tabaxi.
Oh, we have some tabaxi racism here.
Yes. Species.
Have we got? We're done.
Yeah, you guys are doctors. I unload the ship. You're just standing there.
Yeah, oh,
talking
yeah.
shit.
It's like taking your place, your racist grandfather to like the supermarket or some shit. He's just like, oh, what the fuck are all these people doing? It's
Taking
just
your
like,
racist grandpa to Walmart in the Heights.
it's like, Grandpa, stop!
You need a shot. But as you guys are walking, you see more of these strange lizard reptile things all over the place. Some are bigger, those have tiny little arms, and they're carrying people across as they're walking through town.
Do any of them walk like the frog people in the Underdark?
No.
Damn it!
These are like young T-Rex being used as taxi service, or people the guards like riding velociraptors through town.
Very
We're here for any
Yeah.
other reason. This would be absolutely incredible.
There are tales of a place I've heard called Bedrock where this happens.
Let's figure out what's going on first and stop that. Then we can enjoy the sights.
Alright.
As you guys are walking, you hear this voice. Ah! Erefan, my friend, it's been a long time. You see this dwarf comes running out, this big bushy gray beard, and this big hat with a massive like peacock feather coming out of it.
Which dwarf was this?
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Like, ah, it's been a while. I see you have new company.
Yes, there's been,
Yes,
events.
I'm glad that gnome isn't around. He was rather annoying.
Just a bit.
And he goes through and introduces himself to all of you, and big, happy, over-exaggerated handshakes, and
How have you been, Bull?
very good. I'm working on delivering my book to the Merchant King.
That's where we're headed ourselves.
Please, we must have a drink before we go. This place is amazing, amazing liquors.
No.
There's always time for a drink.
No.
You're
Good
not
stuff.
time.
We can stop for one.
Wait, we can't go for a race, but he can go for a drink?
It's okay.
I didn't
Oh,
say you guys could.
The race is only commencing in about 20 minutes. Perfect time from the bar.
Oh.
You can see them.
I didn't say you guys couldn't go.
Well, why
racing.
don't
I just said
we
remember
go
why
and
we're
have a
here.
drink at the race?
The starting line is at the bar.
Beautiful.
And
They
you
have a
guys can
sitting
do
area
your race
specifically
while
for
I
that.
go take care of our business.
As you guys go, he's leading you through town, and all the different colors and all the colors and furs everywhere, and plants growing across the different archways. And he goes walking to this nice bar. There's no doors or windows. It's all open air. He goes walking in, and some people kind of look at him and nod, and he's like, 5 of my usuals. The bartender's like, yes, sir. 1 moment, please. And she sets down these almost like clay urns in front of you guys. And has this almost like orangish pink liquid in there.
I take a tentative sip.
There's no handle to it.
Is there alcohol in this?
Yes, there is.
Too bad.
I'm gonna chug it.
Tastes amazing.
It tastes like papaya.
Oh, it tastes like
Wow.
papaya. Oh, hell
Like
yeah.
fermented papaya.
Oh,
Yes.
hell yes.
I love papaya.
Have you ever had like actual like, papaya
Yes.
juice and shit? Oh, it's
Yeah.
Yes, we fermented this in the back ourselves.
Peach, mango, papaya. Boom.
Oh, we have that too.
After I'm done with this, I'll probably take one of those.
Drink slowly, they are very strong.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I'm gonna chug it.
I chugged it.
Alright.
Alright, it's
You're immune to alcohol
I
still.
know.
Yeah.
You have how much longer left on that?
It was like
a
it's
week?
I have it no, it was a lot longer than that.
Oh, it was a few months, wasn't it?
It was a couple weeks.
I thought it was 30 days.
It was a couple
It was
weeks.
30 days.
It might have been. I had it written down somewhere.
Yeah,
but
I feel like it was like a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you had like a month of alcohol.
I think you're right. We'll go with a month, and it's only been a day, so
Technically.
You don't need to roll for it.
nope.
And so you hear people rushing towards the door and everything else getting ready, and both like, oh, it's time. He starts
Yes.
pulling out his money pouch, grabbing some coins out, and putting it away, and
Going to mine and.
Because I'm just gonna sit there and enjoy my drink for a minute.
he's like, oh, come, there's seats out here. You go start walking up the staircase to this balcony that you guys can see from the bottom floor.
Yes.
And it's well shaded. There's different cloths going across the top, and nice and breezy up there. And from
Where do we place the bets?
someone will be coming around momentarily.
Yes.
So who else is going up there?
I'm going up.
I'll go up.
I guess all 4 of us are, I guess.
I imagine like a Caribbean, almost like oceanside deck type thing. This is what this is on the second story of this building. There's a few tables set up, and
Is it like hell of people?
no, not really. Most people are down below watching from the ground level.
Okay.
It looks like this is like the nicer area.
Oh, okay, so we got. Okay.
This is like VIP seating for it. You can
Alright,
see clear
cool.
down the road in both directions, and
Alright. Because I was about to make. If there was going to be a lot of people, I was going to pick up Tessa and make sure that she didn't get lost. Yeah. And I was sure to grab my marionette too. So I didn't leave that.
this man comes walking up wearing these nice robes. I mean, he has like almost this yellow and this orange and black cloak on, fur,
Okay.
and he's wearing really dark skin like most people. He's like, okay, so betting is commenced for the 2-leg section of the racing. Who would like to place bets?
Right here.
We have Big Honka, Otomo's favorite, Banana Candy, Bone Crusher, Ground Stomper, Scarback, Nasty Boy, Jungle Princess, and Mountain Thunder.
What's that last one?
names.
I shit
Those
you
are
not.
not the actual.
Those are the actual fucking names. Right here next to my hand. Those are their names.
What was that
Okay,
last
I'm
one?
changing them to Velociraptors though.
Oh, that's
Nasty
fine.
boy.
I'm
10 gold
Alright, I
on
know.
Nasty Boy. Just kidding.
gonna put.
Oh, you
2
probably don't
platinum.
have that on
No,
Oh.
I have not.
Yeah.
Who would you like to bet on?
Banana candy.
Okay.
I like bananas,
I don't.
especially when you use it to saute your meat. Oh yeah. Oh, that just sounds weird as fuck.
That wasn't gonna say. I was just letting.
And
you
no
That's
more
a
have it.
very
None
elaborate
of
way
this
of
up.
talking about it.
I was just letting you have it.
I didn't
Yeah.
know whether it was intentional.
The cat's weird.
Well, we already knew that.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna vote on Nasty Boy.
Nasty boy. What was that last one you said?
Mountain Thunder,
Mountain Thunder.
The one before that.
Jungle Princess,
Jungle Princess. I'm gonna bet on that one.
I'll throw 15 on Jungle Prince or on.
Okay, so what was your bet?
Probably just 2 gold on Nasty Boy.
5 gold on Jungle Princess.
Let me get the odds for that one real quick. Okay. So yeah, which one were you betting on? Mountain Thunder?
Yeah, 15.
Mountain Thunder.
Yes. Chocolate Thunder.
No, Mountain Thunder.
No. Do you know what movie that's from? Chocolate Thunder.
Off the top of my head, no.
Cat in the Hat with Mike Myers. The live action.
God, it's been so long since I've seen that.
That's what
Did you know that they can't make any more live action movies because of that one?
They put too many adult jokes in it.
They put Michael Myers in it, of course.
Yeah.
Love that guy.
Hell yeah.
Wait, how much were you betting?
5 gold.
On Jungle Princess?
Jungle Princess. Well, actually, go through the names one more time.
Yeah, Big Honker. Obatu's Favorite. Banana Candy.
No.
Bone Crusher.
No.
Ground Stomper.
Nope.
Scarback.
Nope.
Nasty Boy.
Nope.
Jungle Princess.
Yeah, we'll just go with that one.
Okay.
Because you all bet on all the other good named ones.
Probably do I have internet?
But Jungle Princess. Go win it.
No.
Okay.
Should come in second.
So as these Velociraptors come lining up, you see this, the one black but you can tell which one is the bright yellow one that comes walking up. You see this one that's kind of green and there's like different shades of green and like green claws coming off it. It looks kind of almost like it's rabies. And Bull's like, Tessa, that's the one you bet on right there.
Nasty boy.
You see one walking that has these pink feathers coming off of it and like almost like pearlescent scales.
Mm-hmm.
He points to there's yours. And you see this one that's like this big beefy velociraptor come walking up. With a few other in between.
Big old stumpy one.
I
I hope he's as fast as he is big. Hey, as long as one of us win, I'll be happy. But if I win, I mean, we're gonna take some cake home, okay? Yeah.
I just felt that it was not exactly frugal to be sitting here when there's a race going on and not bet on it.
Mine has babies.
I want to get one of those peach mango papaya drinks too.
So the waitress comes and gets your order. And they're bringing you guys drinks and food, different fruits that are weird to you guys.
Yeah.
Some of them taste like the different drinks. Some of them have like this really citrusy, bitter yet sweet taste to it. They're kind of star shaped.
Any meat?
You know?
Oh yeah.
Fish.
Okay, so right off the bat,
Come on. Look, you know you can't take to the races. He said, look, we're getting started. I'm like, come on.
Right.
That's why I can't gamble for real. I'll probably. So far, the lead, the Banana Candy is in the lead, followed by Jungle Princess, Nasty Boy, then Mountain Thunder's slowly moving his way, picking up speed.
Is it a straight line, the track, or are
It's
there
around
turns?
the city.
Alright, so he's.
It's not a drag race.
We're good. We're good.
Yep.
Take the corners, but I don't think your boy can.
Maybe he'll take yours out.
You guys watch as Mountain Thunder, they're still keeping the same heading. Also, now there's. Just starts picking it up, just hauling
like
ass.
sloth.
It's the most terrifying thing I've
going
ever
on?
imagined.
Yeah, he pulled a sloth, but can he stop and
Right.
turn?
No.
He makes the turn.
Oh shit!
They all quickly glide around the corner.
Yes!
And as they do that, you see this one person kind of wave his hand, and you see the image of the race floating in the air above you guys.
Ooh.
That's neat.
Oh, damn! Okay. Oh, shit!
What? Oh god!
As you see Mountain Thunder, this raptor looks at the one, looks at Nasty Boy and just throws an elbow in the side of his head, knocking him to the side, slowing him down.
My boy!
And the rider takes out a club and hits the other rider and she's going.
Yeah!
Moving up into third place. No, he's not dead.
He just whacked him.
He slowed him down drastically. He rolled a 3 for his defense against that.
Oh shit!
Ow.
Yeah.
That looked like it hurt.
Nasty boy.
Okay. As they round the next corner.
I didn't even vote.
Oh shit. Well, Nasty Boy's not doing so hot.
Oh.
Neither is Banana Candy, as the two of them are fighting it out.
Fuck!
The Raptors are going at it now.
No!
And they're not stopping running, they're just going at it with each other. Mountain Thunder's fucking taking the lead, followed by Jungle Princess.
Control your fucking raptor! Get
Next
your
corner.
shit on point!
Nasty
Come
boy
on!
spreading
Corner
like a
3 of
thief.
6. Okay, so they stop fighting. Mountain Thunder has taken the lead, followed by Jungle Princess.
We'll whoop his fucking ass. The Raptors hit
5.
like 6.5, 7
Banana that
feet.
started fight.
Give a shit who started
Oh
it.
damn! Jungle Princess just took the lead.
Yes!
I mean, she's
Run!
like this running along now.
Run!
Our riders have weapons drawn. So far it goes Mountain Princess, Jungle Princess,
Mountain Princess.
Yeah.
Mountain Princess.
Thunder, Mountain Princess.
Right now, Nasty Boy and Banana Candy are tied for a third.
Let's go! Come on!
At least beat that guy.
At least beat that guy.
Leave
Nasty
her
Boy's
ass
out of
in-
the running with a natural 1.
Yes!
Oh shit.
Oh.
That double not 1.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
definitely
a tumble.
dead.
No longer has a rider.
Oh.
Oh no.
Banana Candy's rider got him. Or not the rider, but the raptor got him.
Oh.
The
You
raptor
better
Raptor
not
ripped
get this-
ripped him off there.
Oh.
Don't
And
get
he just, like,
distracted by the
Grabbed him
meal.
and pulled him down and kept going.
Get the meat!
Oh shit.
Fucking run! Drop his
Come on,
ass!
Nasty
Let
boy,
him
you
go!
need a rider.
As they come around the last corner, the image fades and everybody gets turns looking down the road.
Jungle
Let's
Princess!
go! Banana Candy! Come on!
Ah! Cheer. Jimmy's hype. He's like jumping up on the stands and shit. He's like,
First one across the line is Jungle Princess, followed by Mountain Candy, then
Mountain Candy.
Mountain Candy.
Mountain Candy, hell yeah!
Mountain Thunder, followed by Banana Candy in third.
I took second place. I'll
I
take
didn't
that.
even pass the end.
I got third. Fuck.
Okay, now for me to figure out the how much money you guys won, because
I'm the greatest!
Banana Candy had 3 to 1 odds.
Nice.
Oh, Jungle Princess's odds are probably shit.
See, Jungle Princess had odds of 1 to 5.
Yeah.
Mountain Thunder had 1 to 7.
Wow.
They
Okay.
knew. They knew he was a slow starter.
But he ended up almost winning.
Okay.
I just went with it because I'm like, that sounds like
Is
somebody.
there any like whole fish next to me? Like, is it the food that got brought out? Is there a whole piece of fish?
They're bringing you guys whatever the fuck you want to eat.
I will take a
No,
burger.
All right, I was just I was wondering for a reason.
I went to buy a hamburger.
I went to bed in burger.
No, never mind.
Oh, as they come walking
I was
around,
gonna do
they
something.
hand you a stack of 75 gold.
Sick.
Nice,
75?
nice.
Gee.
Second place. They give you 60 gold. It was times 5 payout for top 3, since you didn't get first. And for Baxter, Banana Candy.
Did Nasty Boy's rider have like a family?
You don't know.
I feel bad for that guy.
He was riding a fucking rabid raptor. What do you think? It's like he signed up for the job.
I'll take my stack of 60 gold and give it to Tessa.
Yes.
I'm not doing that shit.
They give you 97 gold.
Nice.
Your percentage was divided instead of multiplied. Instead of higher odds.
Why?
Because your odds were high as shit.
Yeah.
Your odds are like 3 to 1 or something.
Yeah.
You
You
put
had
2
3 to 1 odds
platinum
to
down.
win. They had 1 to 5 and 1 to 7 to win.
Yeah. I had the odds severely stacked against mine.
What were my odds?
For
For Nasty Boy.
it was 1 to 3.
Oh,
Oh.
that wasn't terrible.
What?
So,
Yeah, here's what because there's a multiplier for all of these for me to multiply against
That's really
based
cool.
off places.
Huh.
So yeah, as everybody's cheering, money's going around. You see some people arguing with bookies, trying to talk their way into paying their money, and
Oh, Jesus. Of course.
the bookies are just kind of nodding and walking away for now. Volo's there counting out a couple stacks of gold. He's got like 4 stacks about that tall sitting there. He just
It's about to happen.
Is there anybody near me not really paying attention? Well, no, we're in that private area.
Yeah, you're in the VIP section.
They're
with
all paying
security.
attention to their poker chips, trust me.
And there's
They've
security.
got 4 eyes
Oh,
on
yeah.
that shit.
Yeah,
And one of them is magical.
at least.
Oh, that was awesome. Where can I get one of those things?
Those
I want one of the fat ones.
Those ones are usually only used for racing or the military, unless the Merchant King decides to sell you one.
Well, I'm
For
gonna
the
go
for the
buy
skinny ones?
Chunk
Yes.
Fest.
What about the fat ones?
The big one, the one
The
with 4 legs,
horns.
the Triceratops. Again,
That
you have to
thing.
go through the Merchant King to do so.
It sounds like he's pretty
He's
much
just got them all. He's
He
a
is
breeder.
the king of merchants, so he's probably got like the first and only say in what gets bought and sold in this
He
place.
determines all prices for housing, for merchandise.
Are there any little dinosaurs that
Yeah,
are
there
useful
is.
that you can?
Useful, no.
Oh,
Do you have any pterodactyls?
No, we do not mess with those.
Dilophosaurus?
No. We mostly have young Tyrannosaurus. Once they get older, we release them to the wild.
Do you have long necks?
Not in town.
Damn
Yes,
it!
those
Yeah.
are just.
They're too
Dude,
big to be in the city.
ain't that the thing with the
How do you-
long?
how do you know about all these?
That's what I was gonna
He
ask.
points
Oh!
up, you see this long neck sticking out of the tree line of the head.
But yes, but you're calling them by name.
It's got a long neck. Not too hard to extrapolate what,
What
I'm
about
saying.
that Terra thing?
He
Oh,
points to a poster
pterodactyl?
with a list of different dinosaurs on it. It has all the names.
Sorry.
Let's go see.
Just couple water.
Just, just a couple waters. It was lemon water.
Cat would not drink.
So the
lemon water.
four-legged beast race will begin in about an
Strawberry
hour. If anyone is interested in
Strawberry
placing
water.
bets.
We need to go
I-
see the merchant.
Yeah, we need to go.
I need to
take
see a
the
merchant.
visit.
I need to see a magical tailor who can work with dragonhide.
Dragonhide, that is a very rare commodity around here.
Really?
Yes. There are no dragons in Chult.
Lucky
Open up
bastards.
my open up my cloak a little bit and just show my breastplate. Ancient white dragon.
3 of a
sword.
kind on that.
Oh no.
There's a couple eyes watching you. Kind of sitting off to the side. Big, well-dressed people with jewels around their necks and rings on their fingers just looking at you.
Put a target on our backs.
Put a shine, that's target.
Why don't you show him your unicorn horn?
Unicorn horn.
Hey,
And
I
you're
don't
not
know what
helping.
she's talking about.
Roll a deception.
And you are not helping.
Ooh. Fucking 7.
You're not rolling very good today.
Got better than his insight, so
Oh, thank God.
he rolled a 3.
I'm not using that one for that one again. That's my dexterity one.
I'm going to start making my way to.
Well, hold on, because we're up high in the. Oh, well, you said in.
You
like,
said their
jewels and
eyes.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
I got-
sitting there with Jules as bodyguards behind
Yeah.
some of these people, and
Well, you saying the
Do I see them looking?
oh yeah, it's clear as day they're looking, but nobody's acknowledging it.
Just gonna sit here at the table.
One of them,
I'll wink.
he winks back.
Me and a
He
friend.
leans over to one of the guards and he leans down. He puts his hand up and starts whispering something and goes back to his drink.
Ah.
You can fucking try.
Ruby.
Try.
But yeah,
Well,
Paul was like,
I'm not
alright, well,
eating or drinking.
let's
for
get
the
going.
rest of the day.
now the race concluded. We have a little bit of time before the streets are blocked off.
Alright, we
This
gotta-
one puts a target on our back.
I wasn't doing nothing about that. I was just trying to say, well, no,
We're in a completely strange land that we've never been.
We're in a place where black
and
market deals happen
we
daily.
Have things that
In the
nobody
open.
has
In
seen.
the open.
Well, when you said VIP area, I
The
think
VIP
we had that
means
many
people with money.
I didn't think we had that many people in here.
Up there, there's 5 tables, but you guys sitting at one of them.
I've been in a
and the other
private
4
booth before,
tables
so it's
are
like
It's not private.
I'm
Oh.
going to the
No,
castle.
no, no,
It's-
this is
it's-
just
it's
VIP
yeah.
seating.
I'm used to. I hear
So there's other
VIP as private
VIPs.
booth.
Right.
No,
Okay,
you guys
so
start heading
VIP
down.
No, we're all.
I should have asked. Yeah, I should have asked
Yeah.
about if there were other.
You guys are
people.
heading down, and there's people trying to sell you different fruits and different types of breads as you're walking down the street, and you work your way down, and there's these 2 large, dark-skinned guys standing there with spears in their hands, all wearing like furs across their chest, and Bo's like, "Ah, are the folks there with me, or they're coming right in?" They kind of look at him and don't stop him as he walks by. They look at all of you as you walk through.
The fur they're wearing are they Goliaths?
No, they're human.
I'm just
Okay,
gonna
never
keep,
mind. I'm not.
They're just really tall, muscular humans.
I'm just
I
gonna,
know.
follow him right in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow him.
You guys go walking in.
Get to that page.
I mean, I am wearing armor that looks relatively dignitary-like.
So I got my cloak
Right,
on, and
I
it's
mean,
like
I've got robes, so I'm just like putting my
I
hands
probably
in.
look more well off than I am, but
I'll start stealing shit.
You look like a fucking soldier. I'm wearing like a chain.
Well, if anybody wants to get touchy with me, they gotta go through my secretary.
Alright, as you go walking in, first thing you notice is there's no roof over this section of it. There's just cloths way across. There's 4 cloths that go from the top of it out across the balconies. There's 2 blue ones, 2 red ones.
Oh, wait, I haven't got one yet. Never mind.
And this place is like an open air garden inside the building with the entryway. You know, there's fountains going, and there's like platinum inlays and gold inlays in the fountain itself, and you can tell whoever lives here's got some money.
you know,
And
the
it's very-
Chult embassy that showed up in that was in Waterdeep that had nothing on Chult itself.
As you do here, of course they wouldn't, my friends. Please come in, come in. I am Wakango Tamu, the merchant king of Chult. Please come in, have a drink.
Pleasure to meet you.
Awesome.
He has a guard lead you up the stairs up to where he's at. He goes and sits down, and he sits down in this chair. There's a few others that are really comfy velvet, almost like crushed velvet on the outside, and you sit down and sink down like 3 inches into the cushion, and he's like, "So, what brings you to Chult, my friends? I heard of your arrival."
I wish it were under different circumstances, but we've come to investigate the phenomenon occurring that is slowly sapping life forces from
Yes.
those that have been resurrected.
Yes, the death curse. We know of it. It has afflicted many of our people.
You guys
It's,
know how to
it's
stop
affecting
it?
the Sword Coast as well.
Somewhere deep within Chult's jungle lies whatever is causing this.
Do we know if it's is it a thing? Is it a ritual? Is it a?
Well, that I am not certain.
Do you have any
Leads,
general location of
trail,
where it might
map.
be?
Has anyone tried to venture out and?
Most who venture into Chult do not return, sadly. It is very wild, inhospitable lands. We are here in Port Nyanzaru. All of this area has yet to be explored.
Going into uncharted territory.
Yes.
Sounds wonderful.
Very, very dangerous.
Do you have a copy of this?
And he said this one will be for you to take. I have many.
Yes.
Awesome.
That'll
You
be
would-
helpful.
We
I
have
would greatly
marked various
appreciate it.
camps throughout the jungles.
That's what these are.
Those are small settlements. The black squares are the. I know it's the.
Where's the ruin, mine, city, fort, settlement, point.
I'll say the settlements are probably the camps.
Okay. Yeah.
We have various things set up on here. Different mines in small secure locations that my people have acquired.
Ooh.
Do you have any other information on what this, how we might go about stopping this thing, or have any idea what it is exactly?
I honestly have no idea. The last party to venture into the jungle was led by my brother, who has yet to return. They are 3 days late of return.
So maybe we need to find him as well.
Where
Where
what
were they
was the
headed?
path that they were taking?
They were headed deep into the heart of the jungle to try and find what is causing this.
Right, but where did they start?
Yeah.
They started right here at Port Nyanzaru. This is the only city on the island.
Any idea which direction they took off primarily?
South.
South.
That is the only way out of the city is south.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So somewhere in the uncharted
So
place.
somewhere here.
Do we know if it's before the mountain or the peaks of flame?
There
Since
is-
that started?
They could have been there. The only reason that it's charted is because we can
Because
see
you
it.
can see them. Okay.
Yes.
Makes sense.
All right. Well,
The
Could say those-
coastline, we have sent ships down along.
we can follow the river down at least, or maybe go to Malvia.
Yes, but no, the
Oh, that's
Chult
a ruin.
is largely cursed with undead and unknown horrors to this land.
Undead or no problem.
The undead are weak to
Yeah.
fire, right?
How are you at dealing with carnivorous plants?
Plants.
I was-
Easy. Easy.
I did have a question about possible material. You guys have books on alchemy. One maybe here that I can have or purchase from you, or
One can be acquired. I am the merchant king.
That's why I asked. You would be the man to
All
ask for
trade comes
anything.
through me.
Yeah. So, how much would something like that run me? Because you have this is a new land, and
Oh, of course.
and I'd like to work with see what kind of alchemic compounds we can find.
Oh, there isn't prices for dinosaurs in here.
Yeah.
It actually has a price table for those. I didn't see that before.
I'd like to find some plate
Let
armor.
us see.
And then that was something else I was going to ask about
If you
too.
didn't ask, I was going to ask for you, but
For the book, I would say
crossbows
roughly
or-
about 25 gold pieces.
Okay. If we could make that happen, I greatly appreciate
Yes,
that.
I will not take your money until we have the product on hand.
Okay.
It is personal policy.
That's perfectly fine.
Sounds like the deal that we made.
Do you have plate armor and crossbows?
Armor that can be acquired. Let us see. For a crossbow, you are looking at 50 gold. For the plate armor, you are looking at 585 gold pieces.
Can I borrow 585 gold pieces?
Do you?
Well, I
that's what?
through the ring.
50
I
platinum?
tell you, I got platinum.
Oh,
Is that
sweet.
55
I can help you with that.
100 gold is 1 platinum, so 5 platinum, 85 gold.
Is there
So
is there a
I'm
way I
just
can get just a standard cloak or robe,
I'll just
something
give
to
him
cover up
6
with?
platinum
Like,
to keep
you
him
know,
around.
We can outfit you with this. We are getting ready to enter the hot season, so
it's going to be hot.
yes.
It's
As you
gonna
guys
be
feel
hot.
now, it's probably about like 85 degrees, a little bit muggy out.
You sweat.
I mean, either way, I'm not gonna.
You're panting all day.
I know, but I want that through town.
But brush your fucking teeth, panty boy.
Yeah, so I'll
Don't make me
arrange
eat her.
for a new crossbow for her as well as some armor.
Alright.
And
Oh,
I will.
You got it. I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Is there anything else you wish to purchase while you are in town?
Anybody anywhere we can? We didn't stop to fill up component pouches before we left, did we?
We were
Anywhere we
going.
can do that here?
Of course. There are many vendors around who can supply that. Magic is freely used in Chult.
Is there a tailor
There are many tailors in
that is
Chult.
experienced with magic items?
There are a great many.
All right.
Do you have any that you would recommend?
I have very many I would recommend.
I will take.
I want.
It's for you.
There's Zanthi. She is very good at her trade.
Who's
Jabal?
good with dragon hide?
Probably. I got like 10 merchants in this book I can go through for that.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
I just need the location of the closest one. With the
Tailoring?
highest success rate.
For that, you would go to Ikina.
Okay.
He is very specialized with all the weapons, with all of the clothing.
Where is he?
He is right down in the merchant's ward. There are in the merchant's ward you will see in the bazaar there are many sections for them.
And what was
That's
his name?
perfect.
One last time?
Ikana.
Sure. Works. Okay, that's all I need.
If you are needing to purchase mounts or anything else, that can be arranged also.
Yeah, I wanted to know about the Triceratops.
Those run about 500 gold before training.
Before training, how much is it? After
Yeah,
training?
You are looking at 650 gold total.
How long does it take to train one?
A couple hours. Enough to get them used to the new rider.
Oh.
Okay.
How long does a velociraptor take to train?
Same amount of time.
What different kinds of mounts are available?
We have.
Is Jungle Princess for sale?
No, she is not. I have tried to buy her many times, but they would not give me to her.
So is it the rider that owns her? Or is she owned
No,
by...
the rider is privately contracted.
I might just go. Who's the owner of Jungle Princess?
My brother is the owner.
Oh shit! He
He
ain't
won't- yeah, he
selling
won't
it.
sell me.
There's if he won't sell it to his brother, he ain't gonna sell
Well,
it to you.
we need to find his brother.
There is. You can rent velociraptors for mounts. You can buy a Triceratops on Kilosaur, or there are even flying snakes as messengers. You can buy pets.
Oh yeah, do the flying
A
snakes
flying
and messengers.
snake?
Yes. Flying monkeys.
I had one before.
That's
Flying
an
monkeys. What?
Pets messengers. Oh, let me find the other
Hey,
one
that
here.
would come in so much handy for the shit we gotta be doing. Like
There's the
as the evil.
Almirage that's a popular pet in Chult.
Oh, which one?
Almirage. Imagine a small rabbit with a single horn coming from the head.
I want it.
I might eat it.
I
I'm
knew you
sorry.
would.
I
How
can't.
much is one of these flying snakes?
A flying snake, roughly about 250 gold pieces.
That's not bad.
The flying monkey is only about 100 gold.
What
I was
about a
just
place
gonna
to like
ask
buy
about the
flying
monkey.
brooms or carpets or?
That magic is a little bit more difficult to come across in Chult. We mostly specialize with what we can get from nature.
I had a flying carpet back in the Sword Coast, but its whereabouts now are unknown to me.
If you need any potions or spell scrolls, let me know.
Scry for that?
If we had someone who knew how to scry.
I know, but
Can you scry for an object?
Yeah, you just have to be familiar with it, and it has to be within. No.
Yeah, is there
Well, I mean,
You
anybody
guys are on
around
the same plane of existence.
Plane of
so
existence.
is there anybody around here that can scry? Oh, I didn't know you did.
I'm pretty sure that I can.
I know.
Wakanda is just like.
I know Squick could, but I didn't know Jimothy was capable of it as well.
that's like what level 2 or tier 2 1 magic.
I think they
Two?
love the level 2 spell.
Yeah, I know it's a
Two.
level 2 spell, but I didn't know.
I just figured
What
it'd be something he
what is he
could.
technically?
He's a
Sorcerer.
sorcerer.
So I have the wizard spell.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wizards can scry, can't they?
And folks, that's where we're gonna take our break.
Thank God.
Figured that was a lot for you guys all at once.
What's the spell I'm looking for? Scrying.
Scrying.
Yes,
Yeah.
hi.
Because then that's how we could locate the carpet.
It's
Just adjusting the camera a little bit.
How's that look? Ain't gonna look at nothing right here. I'll be fair.
I know, it's using the focal point.
Yep.
Enjoy it.
You're just sitting there looking pretty.
I don't know.
Definitely not as pretty as me.
I'm not vain. I'm very, very humble, you know.
I just can't wait until my
I
hair
look
is-
unique.
I just
Alright,
can't wait
folks,
until my
trying to
hair
fix
is
the
as long
camera.
as yours.
You know.
I want to be able.
I got that Pocahontas hair.
I want to be able to put it in a ponytail so bad because it's at that like in between length right now where it doesn't want to do anything except for flip out.
My hair's that long. I usually just get it braided.
Get it braided?
Yep.
When you guys want to take a look at this and tell me what's in focus?
I can't see straight right now, so it's not me.
Well, we know you can't see straight.
I can't. I see. Well, it's because I see in widescreen, fucker.
Corner one. I know you do.
I got good peripherals.
I was
Ain't
thinking
got
about
good
getting
much
my
else.
hair tilt.
Huh?
I was thinking about getting like a pixie tilt.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I hate wearing my hair down.
Do you? So putting it up every day.
Trevor.
What?
Pop squat. You can see for 2 seconds.
I put my hair
Sorry,
up
folks.
so
Minor
much.
difficulties. We're trying to refix this crappy camera that I'll be replacing soon.
Yep.
I put my hair up so much that I had layers from it.
Yeah.
Like it like pulled out my hair on the
How's
top.
that?
And so I try to give it a break.
Clear.
Okay, we're good.
Getting a little sugar.
I'm gonna
Sorry
try
about that,
that
folks.
around.
Minor technical difficulties with the camera that I'm going to be replacing first before the others. So, you guys before we left off before the break, discussing things with the Merchant King, different prices, different things for sale.
So Velociraptor mount would be how much?
$650 for after training.
650 in total.
625.
In total.
That's the Triceratops.
Triceratops. Yeah, Velociraptor's more expensive.
Very much so.
Oh,
How much more?
Roughly about 1,000 gold.
1 platinum? No,
No, that'd be
10
10 platinum.
10 platinum.
Yeah.
They
Is that after training, or does that include training, or is that before training?
that is after training and food and care and shelter and everything else that you will need. They are very needy creatures. They require a lot of meat.
No,
Nah.
that can be arranged.
It's like owning a lion.
Right.
So it's $650 after training, right?
It's like owning a
Or
wild animal.
Triceratops, yes.
It's like owning any wild animal.
You got change for 7 platinum?
I do, but I am not the one to see about that.
Alright, cool.
For that, you will need
He
to
delegates that shit.
Add another
to
impossible.
Ifan. She is an older chosen woman who handles all of my animals.
Awesome.
So she's the one to see about mounts and such,
Yes.
and pets as well.
Yes, she is on the western side of the sea.
Alright, cool.
Where was Econoff located?
Like,
Wherever the hell his name was.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, Ikonoff.
Yeah, Econoff.
Econ.
He is in the bazaar, in the merchant's ward.
That's right, in the bazaar. My bad.
You got it written down.
Is there any information or anything else about Chult you would like to know?
I feel like I
You
need...
spoke of carnivorous plants. What kind of
Yeah.
carnivorous plants can we be expecting to run into?
Are they flammable?
Are they edible?
Edible, I do not know. Flammable,
Two
sometimes.
opposite sides of the spectrum. How useful are they? Can I kill it?
Can it eat me? Can I eat it? They can be any plant, really. There are various plants that have mutated and grown, different flowers.
Do you guys have any books on the botany of the area?
A lot of Chult is still unknown.
Well, of the areas that you have discovered. Something that can give us some reference to, just in case, I could read through it real quick, and while we're walking around, if I see it, I can say, hey, stay away from that.
Well, for that you would most likely go to the Adventurers Guild.
Awesome.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
Wanna see some adventures?
No, you
Yeah.
take part in them,
Oh,
just
no.
like we've been doing.
What do you
Any
what do you think I've been doing for the last?
rumors or side
Impressive.
jobs can be acquired from anyone in Chult.
Okay.
There are different stories about the land that people tell. One of my favorites is one that has never been confirmed or denied.
Okay.
Out in the Snapping Bay, there is said to be a turtle the size of a house whose shell is encrusted with gems. Yes, that is one that many adventurers love, but never dare venture out that far.
We haven't explored this entire island.
Mind you, every hex is 10 miles.
Let's figure out what's going on first, and then we can
How long does it,
figure out what's going on and stop it, and then we can.
how long does it take us
Forever
to do
here.
10 miles?
I
Is
just
that
want
a
to
full day's
homicide
journey?
all of the carnivorous plants.
Roughly.
A full day of travel is about.
Maybe 2 X's, depending on the day, the
Depending
weather
on the day.
conditions.
Okay. Damn.
Alright.
Let's get moving.
And make sure to bring water with you. That is one thing that has claimed a lot of lives in the jungle.
Agua.
Coffee count?
Alright.
Does alcohol count?
Alcohol will dehydrate you more. With the hot weather, you are more likely to die. From
Vodka might save
Yeah.
your life, though. Because it's clear. Like water, so it must be okay.
So we need to stock up
Okay.
on a few things before we set out. But
Yeah.
We all need components.
yes,
Do not forget the components.
no, we need to refill our component pouches.
Because leave it to someone to be like, no, you don't have components for
Where
that
do I
spell.
pick up my armor?
Ooh,
Where do I pick up my armor and crossbow?
Probably the merchant.
yeah.
The merchant. Yeah, the bazaar.
Yeah, he was just giving
The
us
same
info
merchant that he
about
told you to do it for the
everything.
cloak.
Oh,
They just deal in
same.
weapons, armor, clothing,
Yeah, so we're all going to the same place, basically.
Mhm.
Also armor. Yep,
Oh, what do we
and
need?
weapons.
and weapons. Ooh.
Okay,
I wonder. I wonder if I can sell this staff of mine
Blacksmith and tailor, basically, right?
Yeah.
because I have this.
Blacksmith,
You have
tailor,
plenty of
real
forks
estate.
To use as your concentration.
What?
You have plenty of forks to use as your concentration.
Your spell.
Steal them every spell you code
Your
something.
focus.
No. I have a full set of like very fancy silverware that I'm gonna break out whenever I have a very fancy meal.
Just reach his pocket, pulls out a fork and knife.
Absolutely, it's like it's right here. It's my dining set.
Nice.
He's got a fork, a spoon, and a knife, and a cup.
He's gonna be the death of us.
Maybe
That one's gonna be the death of us.
between the two of us, it's a very
I'm
short
very
life.
useful on a battlefield. Just because I'm childish,
That's what I'm talking about.
But
I might
that's gonna
get us
get us
innocent.
killed.
Okay, but wait. Let's think about this for a second. I wasn't the one who whistled for a wyvern.
Not
I
one
That
of
wasn't
them.
her either.
No, I wasn't referencing to her, but I was just saying in general.
it's the same human playing the character.
I know.
Detail.
Yeah.
I can be a little bit more careful with this character.
Yes.
Listen, can I use your crown?
What?
Like, you're not using it. Can I borrow it?
For what?
For like when we fight, I keep almost dying.
She has a point. You've got that mask you don't want to part with necessarily.
She does, yeah. And plus, you have too many. You're too full up on attunement slots, anyways.
So you
I'm
gotta
gonna
give up the
I
crown.
was thinking- I was
You gotta either
thinking
give
it-
up the crown and use the mask, or you give
I
up
was
the mask
thinking
and
it-
use the crown.
Yeah, well, real quick, I just go to a blank face and I do the crowd. I'm just like, I'm gonna give it to her as a gift later on. Cause
Through the ring?
she's through the
Yeah,
ring. What did I say? What did I say?
Through the crown.
Through the
So
crown.
you're talking to yourself in
Through
your
the
head.
crown.
Through the crown. Yeah.
And your voice is echoing through
That's
time.
not that's not the telepathic.
Yeah.
It's this one.
Wrong circle.
Wrong
Right,
circle.
Wrong
Let the
circle
cat
around
get
it.
confused.
Yeah. All he sees is a place where he can sit.
That was a good one in earlier.
Oh man.
But yes, through the ring, I said all that. Yeah. And give it to her. She keeps getting her ass handed to her.
Doesn't she have one of the rings?
She does,
Yeah,
but you can
but-
select
Oh,
who
yeah, that's
you.
right. I forgot
We
to
usually,
save it there.
we
Yeah.
usually just
Just
use
do
it
it
for an all call, yeah, but
Okay,
you can
so-
send it
I
individually.
forgot we'd done that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
speaking specifically to me and responding to him specifically, it's like, well, that's up to you.
I know. That's what I was gonna do. Like she didn't have nothing really magical. I wanted to play with the crown. I hand her the mask.
The mask? Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
This would be cool.
Okay, so
That'll help anyway.
take a
Oh,
half
yeah,
hour of
too.
attunement, wearing it.
Yep.
And it just sits on top of your head.
Yeah.
I want to wear it.
Let's
Grab
do
the
this.
back of the shirt.
It's like a child at a festival.
Yup.
I can actually breathe fire.
That's very dangerous.
It's just very good pyrotechnics.
So if a plant tries to eat you,
Breathe on it.
You can only use it once a day.
Okay.
And that's
so
to
if a
take
big
it-
plant tries to eat you,
Yeah.
well,
It's good for when you're in a corner
If-
up against.
If
something
you're about to
huge.
die.
I'm very
And make sure we are nowhere near you,
Not
within
in-
60 feet
not in front of
you.
Yeah,
Right.
We're not in front of
As
you.
long as we're not in eyesight, you're
Yeah.
good.
Okay, cool.
Comes out like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it's
Did Baxter just lift me up by his shoulders?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Use it. No, I'm just kidding.
So is there anything else I can help you with today?
At the moment, I think we're
I'm
set.
gonna scratch his ears.
We're gonna have some fun exploring this beautiful city.
absolutely.
Please feel free. Make sure to pick up insect repellent. It gets very nasty out there with the bugs. Yeah, very big.
I did kind of
Have a
want to
spell for
ask. If my companions were inclined to it, I mean, if you were, able to do it, it would be really cool. We're new and everything, and I get that. Can we stay like in a room here?
Roll persuasion.
11.
There's something in here for that.
Sure.
You almost died in real life.
Right. Like it sounds like you do almost every time you hit that thing.
I know, right?
Coughing your lungs. I have expected you to come in one of these days just carrying your lungs. you cough so hard it came right up.
Dude, it's what happens when you start smoking cigarettes when you're super fucking young and then you just continue to do it. My lungs are fucked.
What is the name of these caverns?
It doesn't help.
Here you go. There is the Thundering Lizard, and if you're looking for a more rambunctious stay, or if you want a more relaxing house, there's Kaya's House of Repose.
Rambunctious, he says.
Yes. Very rowdy area, more towards the docks.
I think I prefer
I was gonna say,
quieter
what's
stay.
a nicer,
I'm gonna get rowdy.
That would be Kaya's House of Repose.
All right, cool. We're going to check in over there.
Nice house. Win a bunch of money off Jimothy.
Jimothy might want to go to the rambunctious place. He likes it wild.
He does, but
Yeah.
God, I'm in so much trouble in this city.
I mean, there are laws, but
I'm not sure which is going to get me killed faster. This
You're
curse
the
thing or you
captain,
guys.
so it's your call.
I personally prefer a quieter stay, but listen,
He's an owl. Be nice to him.
I think
He
I'm
is
old.
old.
I think I'm older than
you might. What?
You are.
183.
No, I'm too.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm
but
still
half elf comparison you would be old.
old as shit, dude. But you're mobile, so yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like barely an adult.
You're a child.
You're a child.
No, I'm an adult. I love that.
Okay. So, which place are you guys going to head to?
We have to go to the bazaar first because that's where all
Yeah.
most
You have to
of
go
our
through the
shit
bazaar to
is.
get to the hotel. So
Yeah. And then the Adventurers Guild as well.
Yeah, we'll stop at the market district, stop at the Adventurers Guild, and then head out to what do you call it? The Repose.
The Repose.
Kaya's House of Repose.
Yeah, we'll head there.
Kaya's house.
Okay, so as he walks you guys to the front doors, there's really no door; it's more an archway.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "You have a wonderful time. Please come by and visit anytime you would like."
I'm sure we'll be back, hopefully with good news.
Thank you for your hospitality, good sir.
He nods. As you guys walk out, it's pretty warm outside. It's about 95 degrees now.
Oh, I'm dead.
There's no wind.
I'm in cloth.
I'm like in shame.
It's
It's
easy
a
breezy.
clear day,
beautiful
it's just
cover
hot.
girl in here.
You guys are walking through it, and this bazaar is. It looks like this is a good chunk of the city. Is just merchants and people selling things they have on hand.
Before we went outside, I was gonna take the time to actually switch off my breastplate, put it away, and put on my old leather armor.
Okay, that's no problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the cloak off, fold it up, or roll it up, or whatever, and pack it away.
Yeah, it's
Basically, all the valuables go whoop, bag of holding.
Yep.
I'm still wearing a mask.
I'll say that you guys
Yeah,
did that
you
before
got
he let you guys out. You know, give you
Yeah.
room to change in, and
I need to find a place to sell this stuff. And then also go to this place.
You could probably sell it there.
Maybe, hopefully.
so you guys are walking through, and there's kids trying to sell you stuff. There are people moving around everywhere. Merchants trying to sell their wares. Saying all the ones with swords saying their swords are the best in the land, and there's like plain long swords.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone always claims they're the best.
So who are you guys gonna go to first?
We're gonna go to no.
Yeah.
So you guys go eventually find your way following the area, following the path through, and you find the forge section. And there's this little scrawny guy sitting at a table. Forge behind him.
Is he human?
Yeah, he's human. They're all most of the inhabitants here are human.
He's still taller than me.
They're all very
all taller than
dark-skinned
you.
humans. This guy, no hair, long beard, braided, like 6 different little braids going down, beads on them. And how can I help you, folks?
So I was trying to get a cloak made out of this material here, and bring out the drag. Well, yeah, and just bring out the dragon hide for my friend here,
Okay.
and
Yeah, I can make something of this. I will need to take some measurements of the one in question.
okay, and to make it nice, make it extra nice.
You gonna make it next one?
Make it
Make it extra nice.
Make it extra nice. Is there a way you can incorporate, and I pull out, just like a handful of platinum, and just say, is there a way you can melt this down and incorporate it?
You're gonna get me murdered.
You have to wait until we get out of here to put it on. We all gotta have something nice.
Anywhere, there's gonna be a
He's probably
target.
just gonna take the platinum. He'll go, oh yeah, I'll put it.
No, he's gonna no.
It's gotta
If he
be
could
on
like
there.
seriously, if he could like line the collar with it or some shit, and like the outer lining,
I'm
bottom
just
line,
looking at the material, feeling it, and
like a filigree on the
tugs
inside.
on a little bit.
It would look incredible.
I can make that work.
Okay.
Now, will you be supplying the platinum or going to be put into it, or will I need to acquire some?
I can supply it.
That will bring the price down drastically.
Okay. So
We're looking at about 200 gold total for the labor,
Okay.
plus whatever platinum you would like inlaid. I will use all of what you give me in the cloak.
Okay. So how would you want it put on there? You can go ahead and tell them how you're gonna want.
Oh, yeah, no,
Right,
like
you want
the-
inlaid, yeah.
The inlay with the filigree all up in the inside of it, probably like around the collar. Not super visible, but like
It'll be platinum on whitish blue.
right.
So it'll only be really visible in certain light.
Yeah. Yeah,
it'll
make it
shimmer.
make it blend real well.
It'll shimmer in the light in certain ways.
I think 11 pieces of platinum should do it for that.
I can work with that.
Okay.
I can melt it down into thin threads and weave it into the skin.
Okay.
Your stone.
It
Thank
will
you,
take
sir.
me roughly 5 days to do.
Write it down so you don't forget that you have it.
Yeah.
Not to.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to forget that
No.
before we, I have a feeling we'll be here more than 5 days, but
I'm gonna wear that thing as soon as it's finished.
And he looks at the remaining roll of skin. He's like, "How much of this would you like me to use for the cloak?"
I suppose however much is needed.
As much
What
as
would be
needed
needed
for
for-
a giant cloak.
He grabs
I don't know,
the-
whatever.
He grabs a little roll and string and he walks over to you and starts measuring along you, getting dimensions and inseam and measuring everything.
T-pose.
And he's like reaching up under your cloak skin, the inseam, and
That's alright, I wore underwear today.
the one time he wore his underwear.
It's hot and sweaty. Gotta wear underwear.
And he's like, "Is there anything else I can help you folks with today?"
Yes. I just wanted to get a regular freaking robe made of light material.
We have those on hand.
Okay, that's perfect. Just let me
Would you
get
like one
of
to
those.
have a tail hold?
No, I wrap my tail around my waist. It's okay.
Okay, what color would you like? Lighter ones usually work better for the heat.
Comes out, you can still otherwise it doesn't work.
Alright.
Or you need at least have it, parted
No,
in the
I was
back.
gonna.
Cause
I'll
you're
go
under
with
what-
I'm gonna go with the hole in the back of my tail just in case. Just the.
It's because it's just like
I mean, you could like
Clothing.
split it from the waist
so
down,
it'll
like
still
like
no. Because what's gonna
coat.
happen is where it sits,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna need a hole.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's not gonna fit. You're not gonna be able to wrap your underwaist comfortably.
That's okay. But no, yeah, just get it made with the hole in it, whatever.
And he hands you a bundle of clothing. That will be 16 silver.
Okay. I take out a gold piece.
He gives you your change back.
Thank you.
Is there anything else anyone would like?
Is this the guy that can do the armor?
Mhm.
I'd like some plate armor.
Plate armor. I do not have any currently. It is not very high demand, but it is very expensive in Chult.
How much are we talking?
Let me go to the chart.
into the equation for the price?
It will still run the same price.
Oh.
I am told what to charge for these things.
No discrimination.
Yeah, Merchant King.
Merchant King makes set price, no
Yeah,
matter
he-
what race. No
does-
discrimination, as they say.
Yep.
The ones that I want discrimination.
Yeah,
One
only when it
side
works
would
in your
benefit
favor.
me. Yeah. Just like everyone. Oh, it's back.
It's not a good one, then. It's bad. Can't trust it.
Yeah.
Just starts like, it explodes.
It's like, the fuck?
For plate armor in this area, you are looking at probably about 3,400 platinum.
3,400.
Platinum?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
The metals are harder to come by, so they're not as commonly worked.
Makes sense. How much for a crossbow?
A crossbow I could easily do for,
That's not the first 15 people.
say, 2,500 gold.
What? Yeah, what was that price?
That was like 500 something. 82 or something.
But I assume that was probably also a price given for something brought in from outside instead of made here.
Yeah, you could probably find a merchant that like comes from the store.
Is there any way to get something, get armor imported here from elsewhere?
Yes, but that would take roughly 6 months.
Is there anybody that has any plate mail armor?
It is not very commonly worn here.
No.
It is too hot for that.
Okay.
We do not want to cook our people in their armor.
That's fair.
Roasted person is not a pleasant thing.
Does not smell nice.
No, I'm sure it doesn't.
Today is a normal temperature day.
So you said one gold is, or
100.
one platinum is 100 gold. So 2,000 would be 20?
Yeah.
20 plat? But you said 2,000 what?
Platinum.
No, I know.
Oh, wait.
No, for the crossbow.
Just like, it was like,
2,000 some gold.
yeah, 250 gold.
It was a
Oh, I
low number.
thought you said 2,000.
No,
What?
it's 250 gold.
Oh, okay.
No, magical crossbow that destroys your enemy. That one's gonna be real expensive.
And that one also left with.
I'm sure that there's more copies of it or similar ones. Maybe
Is there anyone that deals in
magical
magic
weapons.
weapons?
For magic weapons, you would have to go through the Merchant King himself.
Gotcha.
Most of those he keeps in his vaults
I
for
see.
private sale.
Makes sense.
Is he ever buying?
He's always willing to buy, sell, trade,
Good.
depending on the quality of the goods.
Oh, it's very good quality.
Was there any out of game? Is there any magical qualities to Rahadin's sword?
No.
No,
No.
you mean do you? Oh,
The scimitar is just a regular scimitar.
yeah, it's just a scimitar. We didn't.
You can
I was-
change
It
it,
just
doesn't
looks.
it?
No,
No,
it just
Like
No,
looks
it's
plus
engraved.
something?
No, it's
Oh,
the regular.
that was the
but-
silver longsword.
Oh, okay.
His scimitar is engraved, but it doesn't have.
It's not any-
property.
It's
Gotcha.
no magic.
Gotcha.
All the power
It
he
is-
had came from him.
But
It
yeah,
just looks nice.
it
Though,
looks
right?
nice.
So,
Yeah, it's just it has the Ravenloft family crest engraved into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, what's up?
I guess it was
I was gonna sell it.
what I got.
You can.
Oh, it's
You
so
can
good.
still.
That's-
Somebody will still probably buy it because it's a very well made and nice.
It's a
Well,
well-made
that's-
weapon.
It's a
That's why I
masterwork
was-
weapon.
That's what I was saying. What are the? I don't
So
remember the stats
would
for it.
you have a crossbow on hand, or would you need to make one?
Yes, I have
Okay.
a few on hand. One for her size. Let me see. He gets up and he goes inside. And here's some digging around and some stuff shifting. He comes walking out with one that's like this long. Hands it to you. It feels like a full-size heavy crossbow to you.
This would be good.
Yes, that one I can do for you, maybe 100 gold.
Okay.
It has been on the shelf a while. No one wants one that small.
So I'll just reach into my coin purse and hand him 100 gold.
Yeah, not very many children need crossbows, huh?
No.
Triggered.
Children do not usually hunt in Chult.
Well, this one's been trained.
Yes, most people do train their pets.
Pets.
Now, would you need ammunition for it? Or would you be able to make your own?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can make her ammo for it.
Yes, That would run you 50 gold per bolt.
Per bolt.
Yeah.
Definitely. Just
They're plus
make-
1 bolt, so.
Yeah, we'll just.
Ooh.
And any bolts that I would craft for, would they be the same or
Regular.
Okay.
These are high quality bolts.
Pets. Does he know I'm a halfling, or does he think I'm an actual child?
Thanks to your kid, you're a slave.
You don't have anything fancy on you other than a fucking toy mask.
I'm the poorest one here.
No, I'm poor. I got 75G.
Oh, no, I got 60 something.
Yeah, she's the poorest one there.
Yep. And she's only got that 60 gold because I gave her my winnings for
So you're negative 60 gold. Okay. Damn.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
Yeah, I think at 50 gold, 50 gold an arrow, I'm gonna just make her ammunition.
We need spell components.
Yes.
For that, I do not carry them.
Do you,
No,
no, but yeah, do you know where? Or the closest
Did you-
place?
Get those off. Just much better.
How much was that cloak I got?
I won't be wearing it for a couple hours. They don't stink too much.
Yeah.
Nasty boy.
How much was that cloak I got earlier?
Which one?
The other one I just bought.
Oh, the robes?
Yeah.
Like 16 silver.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
it was
And then
It was cheap. It's common. clothing.
Inconsequential.
Yeah.
What was it on?
So you guys are looking for what now?
Are there halflings on this island?
yeah, we're looking for where to fill our spell pouches.
I don't
Which
know.
one to go to do that.
I'll find out. You probably look like a child to even halflings, so no, because they all look like children.
Yeah.
So it would be really awkward if I started flirting with someone.
Eventually, they might reach an understanding, but most times, yeah,
You look like a kid hitting on someone.
probably a little weird, especially if they go along with it, because then it's like
Then you gotta question.
it's
But-
it's
well, but-
interracial,
yeah, but-
it's
but-
interspecial, it's
Yeah,
a
yeah, but then-
little fucking
but-
weird.
but then you gotta figure out,
Nah.
are they flirting back because they know
Yeah.
what a halfling is?
But at the end
But-
of the day, we're only getting into lolicon territory, so
He looks at any number of vendors can have the material components you're looking for.
okay.
Usually they're only about 30 silver apiece.
Probably need a couple of extra water skins as well.
Yeah.
That would be highly recommended. Tomorrow is supposed to be hotter than today.
I have
Perfect.
3.
You may need another 3.
I
I'll
have two.
take
I have one
another
for
six.
I have one for booze, one for water. I probably need a couple extra.
You
for
should
water.
probably dump out the booze altogether. No.
That's blasphemy.
So, alright.
No, dehydrated.
I was looking through my bag. What were we
That's
discussing?
fine.
Water bags?
Yeah, buying water skins and canteens.
Okay.
A canteen.
We'll need a
I
lot.
suppose
Yeah.
a canteen's probably bigger than a water skin.
A water skin's probably about like that big, but that wide, but that tall. Where a canteen is gonna be.
Probably buy a couple of those instead.
Are we getting mounts?
I want to make a necklace.
Yeah,
of
we
fancy.
probably should.
We're getting Tyrant. They're not Tyrant. Triceratops.
Yeah.
Because
I
I feel
was-
like the raptors are fast. Yeah.
And
And-
one of us
and-
could probably ride on one at a time.
I'm worried about a velociraptor trying to eat
Eat
her.
her,
right next
absolutely.
to it.
Get the more docile pack mule type, and
Yeah.
then just
Yeah, how
ride
many
that
people
thing.
typically ride on a
Triceratops?
About 2.
2? So we only
They
need
can also pull a wagon.
So we could get
Yeah.
two
Two.
Triceratops and we'd have mounts.
and a wagon,
Oh yes.
and then a smaller wagon for supplies.
How big are a horse and wagon from below?
You
It's
left
still in
it.
Barovia, I'm
It's-
sure.
The gypsies probably took it.
Or got eaten.
You know.
Probably both.
Something found it and ate 'em.
Something found it and ate it.
Yep.
Wagon included.
Maybe a unicorn killed it. Who knows?
Right.
Oh, the unicorns are great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were able to return to their home planes.
Oh, they're gonna go back with a story to tell.
You would not believe the shit we saw.
I got summoned by some crazy ass old man. You too? I tried to kick him.
I did kick him twice. But I kicked the cat.
I kicked him off the fucking thing.
Like I kicked the cat twice.
I,
And then some jackass jumped on my back, wrapped vines around, and moved me around for a couple hours.
That was the scariest shit I've ever been through. They're gonna have to go through like unicorn therapy.
You're right.
Yeah.
Unicorn PTSD.
The four of them are all gonna get together and just be like, "Oh my god, what the hell happened?"
Twice a week.
Twice a week.
Oh shit.
Well, I thank you for your time and your business.
You are very welcome. Come back anytime.
I'm sure we will. And we need to go get our spell components now.
Once you guys go through and you get a couple spell component pouches.
And then also look for canteens.
Canteens are like 2 silver apiece.
They're selling them on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full.
Yeah, they're half full. Don't know if it's water, but they're half full.
Okay, I'm gonna clean mine out, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna get 2, and then I'm gonna clean them out and
They're like-
have them filled with water.
Yeah, they're almost nothing for you guys.
Yeah.
You know, you guys go through, buy your stuff, and where are you gonna head next?
Okay,
Adventurers
three of
Guild.
them.
Okay.
So they're like 2 silver apiece.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably gonna get kidnapped here. They have.
I'm the one that's gonna get kidnapped.
You're the one's gonna get raped.
No,
I told you to put it
No,
away.
no,
That's
he's
You're
okay.
gonna get molested.
Innocent or
He's
not.
gonna get kidnapped, you're gonna get raped, and you're probably just gonna get eaten.
I feel like I got the worst end of this deal.
Yep.
Something's just gonna eat you. You know? You're gonna walk
There's
around.
just be raptors that just
How many
Burps
silver
and,
is one
uh,
gold?
piece of armor comes out.
10 copper to 1 silver,
Test the
10
game
silver to
of
1
your
gold, 100 gold to 1
records.
platinum.
God.
Okay, so you
Next
guys,
up is Adventurers Guild.
and it's a pretty decent. It's across the far side of the bazaar, which is like an hour's walk, and it's a pretty good sized building. There's people outside. There's no guards, but you guys walk in. There's people wearing different kinds of skins and armors, just sitting around drinking, talking. There's a big board on the wall with a bunch of different postings.
I'm gonna go check out the board and look at the postings on it.
Is there any kind of particular job you're looking for?
I just want to see what's available first, and then
Let's see. There's about 10 different postings on there. One says debt collection. Let's see. Explorers needed. Hunting parties. The helping a dying man. Escort job. Create a distraction.
Maybe our escort mission is the same on this one, where they just suck.
What was the second one?
there was a
Debt collecting.
Yes, debt collecting.
explorers needed, help a dying man,
Yeah.
Creating a distraction.
create a distraction, escort mission.
Let's see.
Escort
Explorers needed.
Yeah, I mentioned that one.
Let's see. Helping the Lord's Alliance.
That sounds like something.
And seeking wisdom.
Seeking wisdom.
I like that.
We got a sorcerer.
Help the Lord's Alliance.
Wisdom or what? I don't know.
What's
Any other
is there any
details on that one?
are any details
Sorcerers
on
are more
helping Lord's
charismatic.
Alliance?
Oh.
Druids,
Oh,
clerics.
see.
Yeah, wizards are intelligence. Warlocks are charisma as well.
I want to be a druid. Like
An
Like
actual
a full
druid.
full blown druid.
What's your
Not
charisma?
like cross classed into a druid.
No, I want to be like a druid, and I want to be like half like deer,
There is a druid for that.
like my butt's a deer.
So what do they call those?
Centaur?
Centaurs.
Centaurs, yeah.
No, that would be a satyr.
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 Yeah.
What's your charisma?
Half goat.
13.
Get my goat horns.
Basically, reading it over, just someone looking for the Lord's Alliance to help
Charisma's
escort them
22.
to one of the sets of ruins.
If I was half goat, would I get
Another
in
escort
charge?
mission, basically.
You have disadvantages
For what?
being half goat.
Oh.
What's the
Disadvantages, like for
Movement.
what? For movement, yeah.
Goats are like stealthy as fuck.
But when
No,
you're
no, no,
walking
no.
on 2 legs,
When
you're
you're
flopping around, you're
right,
getting
when you're-
stuck.
Yeah.
Walk like imagine a goat trying to walk through town on 2 legs, and that's about how tricky it is going to be for you. And then I'm sure that there are going to be people that are going to be like, "What the fuck did you just bring into my house?"
What did you bring into my store? Or
Right.
What? How much money can I make selling that?
Right, like,
Yeah.
what kind of fucking pet is this? Let me sell this.
Let me
I
steal
wonder
it and
what
sell
that
it.
tastes like.
Right?
Yeah, right.
Ooh,
I have a human house.
It'd be the same thing if like
It
I
don't
played
matter.
the
They'll
kangaroo
just
race,
go,
the bird people.
Cut
They're
you right off at the
ravens,
waist.
right?
They're raven-like
They're
creatures.
raven-like
They can't speak. They can only mimic sounds they've heard.
What are they?
The kangaroo.
Hmm.
But-
I still wanna try the half goat though.
No.
Like not caring.
No.
You wouldn't be able to do it.
I wouldn't allow it.
It'd make the game too hard.
It would put a lot of work on me.
There is a druid though that takes
Circle of the Moon B shapes.
that one too, and then there's a barbarian actually that does it as well. You can have bear,
The
tiger,
totem.
wolf,
It's the
elk.
totem barbarian.
I think the elk is like fucking stupid broken sometimes though, because it's movement based. So like anytime you attack or get attacked, you get to move 60 feet, and they don't get an opportunity attack.
That's awesome.
So, is there any other jobs you're interested in looking into
What's
for?
the help a dying man one?
We have a dying man already that we're trying to help.
No.
Did you post this job? Are you trying to help yourself?
No.
Is this like a self-help?
There's
Step in
reading
the-
through it. There's no money offered for a reward.
We don't want it.
The guys needing help going into the jungle to find stones used for pigments for dyes.
Dying man. Got it. He's clothing dying.
That's what it's listed as in the
No.
book.
Is it DYE?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dumbass can't read and distinguish.
Well, I didn't also ask how it was spelled either. So.
Some of the jobs have rewards posted. Some say negotiation available.
What was the details for that seeking wisdom?
Yeah, where the hell is that?
Any that are written on very expensive paper?
They all look like different skins.
Damn.
I just need to make money. What?
Just the disappointment.
It
was just-
Basically, reading through it, it's someone wanting help confirming an ancient set of ruins deep in the jungle.
That could be
I
interesting.
like that.
Well,
And it says reward negotiable on return.
Can we take that job?
I say we take it, and if we find anything, you don't say a fucking word.
I'm down.
Well, try and find it first, and then we'll figure out what to do.
Finders keepers.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna go. I'm assuming there's a bartender, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go over to him and see if he's got any insight on the.
Just joke.
If he's got any insight on what we're about to be facing, or if he knows anybody in the building that does.
Are you taking the job listing over to him? Or just asking about it?
No, I'm talking about just in general.
Oh, about the jungle?
Yeah. If he knows anything, or if he knows who in the room might know anything more.
You got
All of the jungle that is known is what has been mapped.
Is there anybody that you know of here
that presses the frontier.
that has seen?
You hear from the background, no one is stupid enough to go that deep in. That is death. The King of Spines lives in there.
The King of Spines. I like that.
Ooh.
Yes.
Weird.
The bartender's like, the King of Spines is a rumor about which lives within the jungle.
About whereabouts in the jungle.
Yes.
Damn it.
He wanders, he is said to be the king. A Tyrannosaurus that is about 3 times the size of a regular adult, that is known for eating entire caravans.
Perfect.
How big did you say?
3 times the size of a regular one.
So what size are the regular ones? Because if it's a certain size, it's gonna be mine.
Well, if we have to kill it, we're making something out of it.
I'm not killing. Fuck you.
So I said, if we have to kill it,
I know. If we have to, I'm gonna try my best not to.
you can always animate the dead body, though. No.
Isn't it a cleric?
Oh yeah, I'd be a cleric available.
Or any kind of necromancer? No.
Not in this universe.
You
No, I
wanna
won't
be-
allow an evil campaign.
You want to be chaotic, because then you can get away with evil as long as
Evil-ish, yeah.
Evil-ish. It's not like you can go out and straight up murder a dude, but if
No,
you're
but
murdering a dude for some money because he's a bad guy, then absolutely.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
neutral, so I don't really have to be.
Then there's also the laws of the
Chaotic.
Right, the
Yeah,
law of
so
the world.
it's
Like every person, even the people that don't want to follow the law to a little bit.
to a point.
Even Nick followed the law for a little bit. And
Yeah.
caused
Followed
him
to a
extra
point.
problems.
We followed it to a point where whatever was to his zone in,
Mhm.
pretty much.
As long as I am right now, I'm not going to do anything that's going to purposely cause.
Chaotic.
See.
Neutral.
He would be, he is said to be colossal in size.
So that's what, like,
It goes small, medium,
I mean,
large.
in footage, how much power is
Footage.
like 80 to 120 or something. I don't know.
120 and up.
So normal T-Rex is like what?
Beast.
Huge.
Does that count as a beast?
Yeah.
Sick.
I'm just thinking like, in like a normal T-Rex, if I was in giant size, would that?
You'd be about nose to nose.
Okay,
Are they bigos?
So you're 3 times the size of you in giant size.
gotcha.
Okay.
So about
Biggest?
about 120 feet, yeah.
Nice.
Somewhere
30,
roughly down there.
30,
Maybe.
60. No,
Somewhere
it'd be like
close.
90 feet.
They're like 3 times.
90 feet tall, 90 to 100.
At least.
That's probably what this thing would be. Like they would have taken inspiration from for that or something.
Mm.
You can. I mean.
But if we get into a fight with a normal T-Rex,
Damn.
I'm saying
I can-
about that.
I can get right in its face.
You can too.
Oh, no, I have the mask.
Yeah, he didn't give her the crown.
Right.
Not yet, anyway.
I mean, at least now I have 2 ranged actions.
Yeah, and you got a oh shit option.
No shit button. Absolutely.
You have a panic button.
Wow.
You'd be like,
Nice.
got like a horde of zombies in front of you.
Mask of the Dragon.
Horde of zombies in front of you.
Do that now.
No more horde of
Pull it
zombies.
up. Right here, fire breath.
That's an
So
interesting
it's
encounter.
18d6.
Mm-hmm.
18d6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
What the?
That was my super damage.
Okay, so you guys gonna do anything else while you're in here?
Here you go.
What
How many,
else?
how, how many of you have
18d6. I have to buy like.
been even so far into the woods at all?
We have been as far as have been mapped.
And know anything about the local wildlife? The
Yeah,
plants, anything?
what would we encounter on the way to that boundary line that you have been to?
There are dinosaurs, there are pygmies who are very vicious. Nasty little creatures.
Pygmy little midget things.
Well, like, yeah, like
What about the
Trolls.
What about the flora? The
The
native flora?
plants, they like to blend in with other plants. They use their vines to
remember
peel
the
out
mummy
across the
potion?
jungle floor for any kind of
Do you
food.
remember Mummy Return? Okay,
Like,
I was gonna say
are we
some sort of
talking?
thing.
I know
bait,
exactly what you're
Venus
talking
fly
about.
traps, things of that nature, or
Some disguise themselves as flowers, some
Yeah.
disguise themselves as trees. Some are out in the open like Venus flytraps or bells.
You're not gonna be able to figure out what they are until they open up their mouth and try to eat you.
Pretty much.
well, they burn.
Yes.
Everything will burn at the right
Everything
temperature.
burns. Everything burns. Even
Unless
stuff
it's
that's
immune
not-
to dragon. Unless it's immune to fire,
It
like
does-
some dragons.
Sometimes it doesn't matter. Sometimes you get godfire and it's like, ooh.
Sometimes they absorb the
I
flames,
know.
like elementals.
Yeah, well, cold fire.
So we're definitely in for an adventure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we need mouse.
We need one at least, or two.
Try to get
Do we need to grab any potions or anything? I know you.
I think I'm still good on those.
I have 5 greater
I
healing
don't remember how
potions.
many I have left.
Be glad to get stocked up. They're not fucking cheap here.
No,
Yeah, I've
they're
still
not
got
gonna be
9
purchasable.
standard, so.
Oh, they are.
How much
I've still got
for
8
one greater
standard
healing potion?
potions,
500
so.
gold.
Oh, they're not.
I got standard ones, but
Here, I got plenty of them. Okay.
Yeah, you're good. You're
I still
good.
got the ones that we got from when we
Yeah,
started
we're-
out
we're,
last time.
we're set on potions.
Mm.
Potions are not cheap in this campaign. A
I
regular
haven't
common,
used
80
any.
gold.
Oh boy.
Greater is 500.
Nothing is cheap here in Chult.
Nothing is cheap. And
Tourist prices.
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. It's like Hawaii.
Pretty much.
Alright.
Okay, so you guys taking any of the job listings or no?
Well, yeah, we'll take the one.
Take the treasure hunting one for the ruin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The wisdom, whatever the fuck.
Seeking wisdom. Because we can
Okay.
all use a little bit of that shit.
So that one, you're told to talk to Ashik.
Chic.
Okay.
Spell it.
E-S-H-E-K.
E-S-H.
And
Do a
then
location?
where do I need to go to get that book,
For this
the
person?
alchemist book?
To speak to the wise guardian of Orlunga, east of Mbala.
East of what?
M-B-A-L-A.
Mbala.
Mala.
So basically,
Somewhere out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
East of Mbala.
Yeah.
That's to get the.
But Mbala is the ruin, right?
It's the set of ruins.
Okay.
Oh, that's where we're going.
So we're going east of the ruins.
Yeah.
East of ruins for a sheik.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For the job listing. Okay. That's all written down. Sick.
Awesome. Yeah, man.
And where?
Yeah, who do we got to see about that alchemist book? Anybody else need any?
Alchemist book.
I
yeah,
asked
you
the
need that.
merchant king about it.
Yeah, he said he would get it for you, and
Oh, okay. That's right. See how long?
he didn't say how long it would take, but he said he'd get one for you.
You'll receive a messenger, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you guys haven't been to the person for animals yet.
Nope, that's gonna be our
See
next
the
stop.
animal trainer person thing.
Okay, as you guys walk outside, who's walking out the door first? Okay. You guys are walking out. All of a sudden, you guys look back at Jimothy and bird shit just lands on him. I rolled for this. And he's looking up at his parents flying overhead. Big, colorful birds.
Dude.
That looks.
Right across the side of the head and on the shoulder on the left side.
Prestidigitation.
I heard that was good luck.
Let's say I could do that too, but
Could be.
What, shit on him?
no, prestidigitation for him.
Yeah, you could try. Fucking kill you.
Because I'm trying to clean you.
No, for the shit.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna try and shit on you.
Not while he's awake.
I'm more civilized than that. Now the cat, on the other hand, might try and do that.
I would not.
Alright, so you guys work your way across the bazaar laughing about what just happened. And some people are giggling as you always walk by, watching Jimothy just kind of make it disappear off of him.
Yep.
Fresh bird shit. It's one of the encounters on here.
I know, I figured that was the encounter that you were so fucking gleeful about.
Oh, I rolled for who would get it too. You guys get across there.
Yeah.
You can hear animals inside this massive, looks like almost like a warehouse building. There's a few cages with birds outside, and you go walking in. There's this woman there. Oh, how can I help you folks? And she's pouring some more water into a trough inside one of the cages.
We're in need of a couple of mounts.
Which kind would you be preferring?
I believe we were discussing Triceratops.
Oh,
That's
yes,
pretty
yes.
fine.
Please, right this way. And she
It's not
takes you
mating
guys out back to
season.
a paddock. And she's like, go ahead and find whichever ones draw you to them. And there's like 15 of them out there just roaming around eating grass and plants. And
And then Sherlock
So
Holmes
so
one.
go. We'll kind of wander as a group to each one, see which ones are more receptive.
Can any of you
Yeah.
just speak with
Animal
animals?
check.
That's what I was gonna do. Is speak with
Can
animals.
you
I
just
have
speak with animals?
You
Just
do
talk
it?
to whichever
Yeah.
one wants to come and work
All
with
right.
you.
16 for animal handling.
Okay. They all seem pretty receptive. They're all pretty well trained for pulling carts.
I got 17.
What do I gotta do for?
Cast a
It's casting a spell.
I'm gonna pet it.
Alright.
Now they're all pretty docile. You start petting it, it doesn't even bother looking. It just keeps eating.
I'm gonna feed it so
What am I rolling?
Well, it's like a
Intelligence
plant
modifier?
growing.
You don't roll anything. You
Oh.
you cast the spell.
Oh, duh.
Yeah, you cast the spell. What are you gonna say to one of them?
Oh well, I just well with that can't I just hear them?
You can
Talk
walk
to
them,
them
talk
one
to one at
time.
a time.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up to one. And, hi, little guy.
How you doing? That's what they're eating. You hear Tabaxi just woo. I hear him making groaning noises back to it.
So, man, do you like it around here? Can you do you want to go with us on an adventure? You gonna get out of here?
I'm a bit older than the rest, so one of the younger ones might be more into it.
All right, awesome. Which one? You want to point one out for me?
He kind of looks over to the side and nods his head and goes back to the plan. Points to a group of smaller ones. They're not quite as big as him, about 2/3 the size. And they're just grazing and
Still big enough to ride two
Yeah.
riders.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Big.
which one of you
But not
guys
old.
want to get out of here? Come with us. If we're gonna need 4 of you guys.
No,
You
we
guys
just
wanna
need
come?
2.
We just 2.
We just need 2 because
We
they
need
need ride
2 of
2.
you guys to come out. Ride with us. Go on an adventure. Who'd like to come along?
most of them ignore you, and 2 of them are like, "We'll go with you. It sounds like fun."
Awesome. Do you
It
guys
should be.
have names?
It should be fun.
No.
No. Hey, they don't have names, guys.
Enoch.
One of them's slightly smaller than the other one.
Yes.
So are those our names now?
Enoch and Stephanie.
Enoch is one of them.
Enoch,
big one?
Enoch,
The big one.
Enoch,
Big
give me
one.
the big one.
There's a
And
big muscular
the other
one.
one he names Egg Roll.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Eggman.
Well, she's like, so I see you folks have found some among the younger of the pack to bond with. That would be 500 gold apiece.
A piece? Okay. Is that including the training?
The training is more them,
Right.
more you knowing how to handle them, not them handling you.
Oh, so it's like a class for us.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That is,
That including that price, or
I can include it since you're buying a set.
okay? So it's 500 a piece then. All right.
That
Yes.
works.
And I will
Alright.
give her what's that?
1,000
flat.
gold.
Alright,
10,
well,
10,
The platinum, yeah.
10 flat. Yeah.
alright. I'm ready.
Give her like 10
She
platinum
takes it.
coins.
She goes through teaching them how to put the saddles on there, how to hook them up to cards, you know, how to feed them by hand, being careful to have your hand palm open, not holding something like that in their face, not shoving food in their face.
That's how you lose a finger.
Yeah.
Or a hand.
Yeah.
Or an arm.
That's what I don't know. Yeah.
Because they have
In your
flat
case.
teeth, so it would just snap until the bones, the flesh ripped apart.
It would literally like grind.
Think of like
Yeah.
hippo teeth.
Yeah.
Think of like cow teeth or horse teeth, but
Bigger.
bigger.
That's why I said hippo teeth. 'cause
Yeah,
they're
but
big.
bigger.
Yeah.
I think their teeth would probably be like the size of that sheet of paper.
Yeah.
Dude.
And who would we go through to see about cart for one of these?
I have some in stock.
Oh, okay, cool.
I can give you a discount since you bought a set of them, maybe about 200 gold for the cut. Good
Okay.
size to carry materials and your companions.
Okay.
Awesome.
You put me on the back of the chest.
And her another 2 plat.
She
That's
takes it
fine.
and puts it away.
Put me on the back.
Yeah.
Not gonna saddle it up first.
I'm gonna go bareback.
Make an animal handling check with disadvantage.
Oh.
Because you're just climbing up on it.
1.
Roll it again.
It's 15. This is fun.
Which one she's getting on?
Egg roll.
Enoch.
Oh.
Enoch? Okay.
You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall off its back, and it kicks you.
Let it be learned.
Whoa, whoa.
As you're falling, it just throws its back leg out and just kicks you.
Wait for the saddle.
Yeah.
Wait for the class.
-8.
Yeah.
To say it, let it be learned.
Don't climb on weird creatures' backs without a saddle.
Without knowing what you're doing, yes.
I feel like that's gonna get you into even more trouble. But yes, we'll go with that. Don't get onto any big creatures without a saddle. Absolutely, we'll go with that for now, and it may need to be revised in the future.
There are steps.
So after that, she goes through teaching you how to saddle them, how to properly mount them, but make sure they know you're there first.
Idiot.
You know, she shows you that it lifts its front leg back and helps her step
Yeah.
up onto it. Kind of like an elephant would.
Yeah, I know.
God, this reminds me. What was that TV show that was on Sci-Fi? Do you remember the dinosaur one where they like get lost in
Dinotopia.
Yes.
I was just watching it the other day. It's like the same kind of environment,
I know, dude. That's all I can picture.
except for less waterfalls in the city.
Why I asked for the pterodactyl.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one thinking about that.
Right?
I was thinking about this the whole time reading this book.
The first time I heard about the city, I immediately thought about Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, whichever one where he's in the Byzantine
I mean, you
Empire.
can.
And then we started talking about dinosaurs, and I was like, this is
So
Dinotopia.
much of the essence.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Maybe when you're not dying.
exactly.
Which is actually on Amazon.
Then I can get a velociraptor
Both
and I'll
of
call
the
it.
series.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I was more worried about her.
There's 2 different series for it.
They're really they're good.
Oh yeah.
Well, you ain't gotta worry about
It's a
that.
good
These
story
guys
for like
just
a
don't
low
get
budget.
squashed.
Yeah.
Change
TV
my
series.
name to Steak.
And so
Tessa
she goes,
steak.
after she finishes the classes, she walks you. She gets the bits and harnesses them and walks them and hands you as the reins and shows you how to hook them up to the carts and like. Now you are free to go about your business as you will. If you need a place to store them, they are more than welcome to remain here until you need them.
Fantastic.
That's absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much for your time and your knowledge.
And your
You're very
business.
welcome. Any friend of the Merchant King is a friend of mine.
Friends.
Thank you. Appreciate
Well, he would not
that.
recommend me unless he thought very well of you.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right.
That's great.
I'm glad he pointed us in your direction.
And you
Yeah,
also
this
came
is-
highly recommended.
Yes.
Of course
First
I
on
would.
his list.
I'm the only one on his list. Unless you're going black market.
There
which I'm
isn't
more likely
even
to
a
die.
list. It's just a me.
It's a me. Zombie.
Yes.
So right now
I
it's
believe
early evening.
I believe we have everything we need.
And we should probably retire for the night and then
Yeah.
head out in the morning.
Which inn are you guys gonna go to?
The rambunctious one. Sorry, old man.
Well, we're not splitting the
Because
party, so
the rambunctious one is the one that's closest to the gate to get out of town.
No, the
right?
close. The one's back by the harbor.
Yeah.
That's where all the
Yeah.
sailors go.
Yeah.
We'll go to the
I was more concerned about
the other
someone
one.
trying to rob us.
right. That's
Naya's
not-
house of Riposta.
Yes.
So you guys go in, and it's
It's like,
really
okay,
nice, like
let 'em
5-star
try.
hotel
Let
in
'em
this
try.
place.
As long as
You
I
guys
can-
get your room, which costs you about 10 silver for the night. And you go look at the different beds, and there's like animal pelts across them as blankets, and I mean it's like
Swanky.
5-star quality.
Hey, Baxter, is that your cousin on the bed?
Huh?
Is that your cousin on the bed?
No. Well, hold on. No, I don't even want to.
Oh, yeah, there's bathtubs.
Well, make a history check and see if it is.
Yeah.
No, it's not tabaxi.
Oh, then I gotta
That
write
would
back
probably
down.
grind a couple gears just to have dead tabaxi on the floor.
I mean, it just depends on what kind. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a rare species, so.
Is there a
Yes.
bath?
Yeah, there's bathtubs in each of the rooms.
Yeah. I'm definitely taking a bath, washing my clothing and armor and weapons and shit.
You guys go to bed for the night and
Yep.
mark off another
Bitch,
maximum
yeah.
hit point.
I don't have this, minusing one instead.
Yep.
Every day.
So you guys wake up the next morning and they have breakfast, a full breakfast buffet set up downstairs.
It's
And
not my fault.
I know, you poor thing. I'm so sorry, Brian.
is there anything you guys want to do in town before heading out?
We have everything. We just need to saddle up
Just gotta make sure we've got all our provisions.
I just want to run up and check about that book.
Alright, you go up there.
I'd like to have that alchemy book before we leave.
I'll go with them because I have to try to sell my fucking staff.
As you guys get up there, you get to the gate and the Mozart King is currently in a meeting.
How long is that gonna be?
It could be all day, it could be a few minutes.
It's gonna be a bit.
Yeah. So, all right. That's that. Okay. Let's go. I don't want to wait. Let's just go get it over with.
Let's go help some people out.
Yeah.
But
Bless you. Jeez.
Bless.
Thank you.
Jesus.
your face just kind of explodes when you sneeze.
It did.
I think that one just like came out of nowhere.
Okay. So who is driving for the day?
I was gonna drive egg roll first.
Well, it's you guys repulling the cart.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, so
Yeah,
it's both of them. They both gotta pull the cart.
You holding the reins and steering both of them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Make your animal handling check. And are you also keeping lookout?
Yeah. 23.
Okay, so they're being pretty well mannered.
Not trying to
Casting.
be the little one.
So where are we? Are we headed straight this way, or where are we going?
You guys, you head out and there's like a makeshift road heading down along here to the road, and then the road going down.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of rough terrain going through at first, but easy for the Triceratops to pull you. So who's keeping lookout while he's driving?
I guess I will.
Roll perception.
Natural 20.
Oh, roll it again.
Beautiful.
6.
Okay, so. Okay. So as you guys are riding out, it's about the same as it was yesterday, about 95 degrees out, muggy. But the wind starts picking up big time. As you look over towards the coast, you see this massive storm front heading towards the island.
Oh, that's lovely.
I mean, it is black clouds.
And
We're gonna have to make something. And
It's still quite a ways out, but
Just have to keep an eye on it, I suppose.
I mean, you guys would be here. You're seeing it way back over here.
Oh, okay.
But you guys are traveling along, making pretty decent time.
Probably should try to make our way for Camp Vengeance beforehand, because that's one of the king's camps, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Camp Righteous, you mean?
No.
Oh, then, yeah.
Vengeance.
Yeah, there's 2 actually along the way.
But this one will take us.
Yeah.
Because we have to go east of the ruins,
Mhm.
right? Never eat. Oh no, it'll be down here. You're right. Okay. Right.
I mean, either way, they're
Right
there's
there.
that one person that,
They're
you know.
both pretty close.
I had 2 of them.
1 hex is 10 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
let's
these
say
are probably
first
30 or 40
day.
miles apart.
Let's see. 20, 30, 40. You guys get to about the road before it starts getting towards the evening. And it's over grasslands at first. Then it starts going uphill a little bit to the road, and it's starting to get closer to sundown.
If we're traveling over
Is the wagon got
grasslands,
covered or
No.
make
Okay.
sure-
No, it's straight, just open. You guys didn't really kind of cover report or anything, so.
I didn't even think about that, honestly. Probably should have thought about getting a covered wagon. For
Alright, never mind. Just
Probably
make
should have
sure,
thought of that.
so
But
we wouldn't
thought
have
that
any
was
issues
standard
with
here.
difficult terrain. Grassland is my specialty.
Yeah, that's also on foot.
Oh, is it only on foot though too? Okay.
Vehicles are different than on foot.
I specialize in those too though. In land vehicle.
Yeah, but the two don't proc. That means you can drive and you have no trouble in grasslands. That doesn't mean you have no trouble in vehicles in grasslands.
Yeah.
And as you guys are driving around, you see these long necks sticking up over the tree line, which is a couple 100 feet.
I nudge that one and point him out.
I see him.
And you guys feel the gun just boom, boom. As the thing starts moving.
They are real. They do exist.
The back stage should go find one.
that's a
No.
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 That was a couple, that's like 20 miles out.
Oh okay.
No.
No.
It's quite
No.
a ways, and
That's,
it looks
that's,
big in
that's,
there.
that's
No.
also a terrible idea anyway.
Yeah.
Silence. The adults are speaking.
Yes.
Okay, so as you guys start working forward, you guys gonna camp for the night or keep going?
I might as well try and set up a camp.
Yeah. Well, do we want to set up a camper? Can anybody mold or well?
We don't have any druids anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you able to do that?
He's able to access the spell list.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I have multiple.
I
Oh, there you go.
I technically well, I don't know if I can mold earth. I know I can. I'm a druid, sort of. I guess I have that.
It'll be on your druid spell list.
Yeah.
I think it's a
No.
first level.
It's a cantrip.
Oh.
I got druid craft. That would do it. Or no?
No.
No.
Then no.
Yeah, if you didn't take that as a cantrip, then you don't have it.
Should have. I saw it
So
too.
you guys gonna mold earth and set up a place to stay, or?
I can do that. We can. You thinking like going underground again, like we did before, or just want me to
Yeah, I think that's
mold earth
probably-
and
Is it any rocky area next to us? No, just all grass
It's all
and trees.
grassland and dirt.
Yeah, I would think it'd be best if we just had all of us, including the cart and shit, just drop down low, like a big ass area. Think like garage.
That's gonna take a while because you only move 5 feet at a time.
yeah,
Yeah.
5-foot cube.
We could probably just get away with making a space for ourselves and, you know.
Here's what I'll do. I'll go out and
How long?
6
does
by
it take
2.
to do the 5 foot
Okay.
area?
1 second. 6 by 2. I'll move the 5-foot squares out and up, so that way it's 15 feet. No, it'd be 10 feet.
Yeah.
10 feet high. In an enclosed space, make a little doorway.
Okay. What are you guys doing for Triceratops?
The Triceratops. Are there any trees? No.
No.
It's grass, though, right?
Yeah.
Can he druidcraft the grass into a hut? Does that work?
Yeah, it's making the grass grow.
Okay, there we go. Doing through that.
Alright, as you guys settle down for the night, who's gonna take first watch?
I suppose I will.
Okay.
Okay. Make a perception for the first watch. Big ass
17.
Okay. Ah, there it is. This is a big fucking chart. It is from here to here.
Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't envy you in the slightest.
Alright, so 59. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I need to go back here.
Have you gone over here?
A little bit. There's no like wind or ventilation, so I'm trying to like practice focus. Oh, but then I keep thinking, or then I keep remembering. I shouldn't be blowing it that way.
Oh, perfect.
And it's hard to do, like.
Okay, so we need the battle map.
Oh boy.
Yes.
So we need that on the grass side.
Yes. Oh shit! That's your serious ass.
Can they fight this?
Nope.
No.
They are non-combative.
They're
It's
pack mules.
non-combat.
And they'd be probably too slow. Can they charge? No.
They are
that's
non-combatant units.
non-combatant, so charge and attack. Okay.
Well, I guess these two are gonna have to do because I don't have these creatures. That's gonna be a pain in the ass to get stay on there. Other side.
Slides in, yeah. Like, almost lifts
Oh,
and
yeah.
then clips and slides. It's weird.
Yeah, these
Weird.
all came off when he pulled the thing off the.
Last week.
Yeah. So they're flat enough anyway.
Yep. Smooth all this shit. It'll flatten out once we start putting shit on it.
Figured since I'm not wearing my cloak, I switch menus out.
Yeah. Put you guys here for now. She's like, look at that shit. Like, so wait for Baxter to get back because these things are awesome looking. I'm glad I rolled these first.
Oh, you have a slow ass cat.
Okay, so as you're sitting there, you hear some kind of low creeping noise through the grass.
I'm dead asleep.
Yeah, you're the only one awake right now.
Can I see anything out there?
Make a perception.
28.
You see two of these.
Ugh. Now, all of you are wearing rings, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so through the ring, to all three of you, wake your asses up. We got company.
I rolled 18. I heard him. Alright. Well. Let's see.
I'm gonna
I didn't hear shit.
point out the things I saw.
You see two of these stalking around. Like a cat with snakes coming out of its neck.
Medusa
It's like a leopard with snakes coming out.
Medusa cat.
You gotta call me again.
And they are
I'll kick
stalking
you awake.
around the camp.
Kick you awake.
And you guys wake up.
I rolled an odd, so
So-
didn't matter. I was three of solder.
Sword.
There we go.
I can see the thing, right? So
Oh yeah, you can see them. They're moving closer to the camp now. Everybody roll initiative.
I was saying, can I just take a shot at it before
Nope.
we start?
Because they were already ready to engage in combat.
Nice. It's a whopping 8. Lovely initiative.
You have bad luck with initiative rolls.
Okay, so 25 to 20.
Initiative rolls are
Unnatural
really
20.
Okay. 19 to 15.
16.
Okay. $14 to 10. How low was yours?
8.
So Jimothy leads the round.
The hell are those things?
How far apart are they? And there's only the two?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're about 50 feet apart.
And
They're circling the camp.
And they're the same thing?
Yeah.
There's not like one bigger than the other or anything?
Well, one's a little bit bigger than the other.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna look for the bigger one.
Okay.
Ooh. I guess I should just try this. Okay, I'm gonna cast slow at the big one. And it has to make a wisdom saving throw. 18.
Okay. That is an 18.
Okay. So because it matched, it doesn't get Nothing happens.
But
The wild magic.
Oh yeah.
roll on the table
And fireball.
Alright.
and cast slow on everyone around you.
Fuck.
Well. Oh well.
Because
11. Right?
Yep.
11.
you summoned you.
Roll the D10. My height changes in the number of inches.
Oh, well, that's not too bad, I guess.
No.
The high, up or down?
Odds. If I roll odd, I shrink. If I roll even, I grow.
Oh, okay.
7. So I shrink 7 inches.
So,
Damn.
Like, alright.
Wow.
it's not even that cold, so it's not shrinkage.
Well, oops.
Okay, so now it's their turns. 15, and it's going to pounce.
Yep. I'm gonna use shield. Oh, fuck it. Gotta roll again on the fucking table.
Yep.
11. What the fuck?
You also need to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Or be restrained.
3. I shrink another 3 inches. I've shrank 10 inches in this
Okay.
last shit.
Make your strength
Pretty soon
saving
you'll be
throw.
her height.
Oh my god.
Alrighty.
You will.
Is
Is that a permanent effect?
16.
Or,
Okay, so you're not knocked prone, and it only gets 1 attack against you.
Okay. So
is that a
That's a
permanent
miss.
effect? Your
it's a
shrinking?
miss, just a
Yeah.
flat miss? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that cloak is touching his ankles now.
Oh, dude.
Oh, they get still one more attack. The snake's turn.
Okay.
The snake's attack. So it gets its bite, and the snakes get a bite.
Awesome.
Damn.
16.
Doesn't hit.
Okay, so snakes hit the arcane barrier.
Fuck you.
The other one's turn.
Are we gonna try the same strategy? I'm
Strength saving throw as it pounces.
Thank God for 5 first level spells. 4.
26.
That's a save, and it's an 18 to hit for its bite.
That matches AC.
Okay.
And actually, as a reaction, I'll cast Shield.
Okay, so then it's a miss. The snakes get their bites. That's a miss. So again, just both attacks miss entirely. Next, it's Baxter's turn. Kitties with snakes growing out of them.
Can you do that?
You can't do this. You can't do that, can you?
What?
The snakes? You can't do that?
No, I wish I could. That'd come really. That'd come in handy. Yes. Woo! Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and then pull out my 2 swords, I guess. Actually, no, I'm gonna just pull out my bow.
Alright. Yep.
Yep, I did it right. Make sure I counted right, and the lines are so thin. Alright, I'm gonna shoot this one over here.
Okay.
Wait, one. Let's go.
Like dealing with Laura Bailey.
Shut up!
Laura Bailey's critical. She has a bag that's like this big around, this tall, full of dice. It's not even an eighth of her collection. I think she has like over 10,000 dice at this point.
Jesus.
Goals.
Oh, that
Right.
hits 27.
That's a hit.
Alright. Ooh, Hunter's Mark as well.
Alright, bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, you're marking that one in front of me.
Marking his butt.
D6. So, that's 14 for the first one. 18
It's a hit.
to hit.
That's a hit.
You don't have any retaliate spells prepared.
17. It's the highest damage I can do with my bow.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
No, nothing I can think of.
Okay. Tessa's up.
Okay, so he was attacking the blue one.
Yep.
So I'm gonna walk through Jimothy, and I'm going to do an attack, and I'm going to do -5 to my attack roll for +10 damage.
Okay.
So it is a 17.
That's up to -5 shake the roll before he pluses?
Yep.
Okay, that's a hit.
And then I do +10, and I do Great sword 2d6.
16 plus whatever your
22.
Okay.
not a bad hit.
And I'm going to do it again. The -5 attack for +1.
Okay.
The 11 to hit.
That's a miss.
Alright, and I get one more. I'm going to do it again.
Okay.
There you go.
16
That's
plus
better.
5, 23.
That's it.
Alright. 5, 11 plus 10, 21.
Damn. So Tessa just runs up and just misses the next one right into its back. Your bonus now up? Unless you have the bonus action you wanted to do.
I don't think I can do bonuses. Not really. I'm good.
Okay.
I suppose I'll just hit this with you all using my planar warrior ability. I'm gonna hit it with my sword,
Okay.
my fire sword, because why not add the fire damage? 12.
That's a miss.
Okay. Second attack. It's a little better. Unnatural 20.
That's a hit.
I'm about to get hurt, kid. Not by choice. It's 50-50 that it's gonna happen. It's gonna be that time.
14 damage.
So I thought about it and I was like,
Okay.
how do I want to do this?
I should have moved.
So anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Okay.
That was my bonus action on my 2 attacks.
Back to Jimothy.
Jimothy's gonna cast mental prism on the big one. Has to make an intelligence 18
Okay.
saving throw. Roll percentile.
That's a 19.
It saves, so it takes 5d10 damage. 18 gets me. I grow a long beard made of feathers that remains until I sneeze, at which point the feathers explode out from my face. So,
So you've grown shorter and you now have a
now have a feathery beard.
I just watched the beard grow.
Turn it into a bird?
Maybe he's hanging around with those ravens a little too long.
31.
Okay.
These fuckers are saving like crazy.
Yeah. They don't have shitty stats.
It's
Now the first ones, it's going to make a bite attack at Jimothy. 23 to hit. Okay. Points of piercing damage. Then the snakes are going to make their bite. That's a miss. Now the second one. Going to move here. I need Erebon, Jimothy, and Tessa to make Constitution saving throws.
Wonderful.
Oh boy.
It's not gonna be good.
Oh shit.
Okay.
17.
$19.
The two of you save. You fall unconscious and go to sleep. It lets out this big bellowing cloud of gas across all of you.
Good night.
What the fuck? I just see her.
She just falls over.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Okay. Now
I
Baxter's
fall
up.
asleep a lot during fights.
It has a sleep
or,
round attack.
or fall unconscious, or you just get fucked.
I just don't like the fight, I guess.
I'm taking
just
my
keep
shots
getting
again at that one.
Okay.
That's why I need my armor.
Oh, armor wouldn't have protected you
It's a
from
hit.
that.
I just need armor in general.
Well, yeah, but that would.
I'm at 19.
A plate would only put you to 20.
Yeah.
19. Oh, that's.
A plate would put solid regular full plate armor.
I can do.
That'd be 18. It doesn't get bonuses.
Oh, it doesn't?
Nope.
No, but she gets bonuses from having plate.
She does?
She'll get a bonus. It'll add to her AC modifier because every time that I've ever built a fighter,
Okay. It was maybe have the fees for it.
maybe.
19 total.
Well, because
For the
there's
first
feats
one.
like defense that boost your AC.
Second
Oh yeah,
one,
no, you're fighting.
And I'm
someone.
also gonna do
Yeah. Yeah, because that gives you a +1 bonus AC
Yeah.
while you're wearing armor.
Sharpshooter. Can't think of the.
So you take a -5 to your roll.
Yeah, so I rolled a 10 -5, still got 18.
That's a hit.
After I rolled a 3, I was like, there's hardly any way I can't. Unless I rolled anything below a 5 to give it a 0. So, 15 plus a 10 for 25.
Damn. Okay. Anything else for your turn?
No.
Okay. Tessa is
Just trying to
unconscious.
take this one out so I can start focusing on the other one.
Irvon's up.
Get
First attack. Planar warrior. 16 plus 7, whatever that is.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
You rolled higher than AC.
Yeah. 6 with fire. 8 planar warrior. It's a blow, I guess. 11, 16 damage for the first attack.
Okay.
Nice.
17.
That's a hit.
That's what I rolled on the weapon damage.
Damn.
So that's 5, 11, 17 damage for the second hit. Still.
So with that, you manage to sink your blade into its head the second hit, dropping it. Okay. That one is dead. Okay. Jimothy is up again.
Try to put me to sleep.
Gonna burn sorcery points and get my 6th level spell slot back.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use heightened spell. Sink 3 more. Give that fucker disadvantage on this next dexterity saving throw that it's gonna have to make.
Okay.
It's gonna have to make a dexterity 18.
And it gets minus what to it?
It gets disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage. I rolled the same thing both times. 19.
Save.
Dragon Heist die.
Save feature.
Love this thing.
Spell. Doesn't say anything about what it does when it doesn't save.
It should say right after the save.
Creature target must make it on a failed save. And then yeah, nothing about what happens when they save. So I'm just gonna assume that nothing happens.
Probably. What spell is it?
Disintegrate.
Oh, yeah, they save, they don't disintegrate.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, nothing happens, and I have to roll these.
Okay. Reset.
1d6 flumps controlled by the DM appear in unoccupied spaces within 60 feet of you and are frightened of you. They vanish after a minute. Do I roll a d6 or do you roll a d6?
I already rolled it.
Remember those things that we encountered?
The little
Oh, no, I don't know if you
jellyfish
were here
things.
for that.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah.
That was in Prince of the Apocalypse. Yeah, she was here. Prince of the Apocalypse out of the abyss.
Yeah.
So these
Those
two
things
jellyfish
encountered me.
things start floating like right here by him,
Like,
and immediately they start moving away.
Yep.
Like-
Frightened of me.
so first you summon unicorns, now you summon flumps.
Okay.
Is there any limit to things you can summon?
I'm the purveyor of magic awareness.
Here?
Summon a dragon you can command.
I don't think I can get that one yet.
Okay, then it's gonna do its breath across the 3, so it's another Constitution saving throw.
Do I have to make it or?
No, you're already out. You're already out.
Oh, well, magic can't put me to sleep anyways.
It's
so,
not magic.
Okay.
It's gas.
I was saying, because
16.
It's a save.
13. No, 14.
Erebon is now unconscious as well. So you just kind of curl up and. Okay.
God damn it.
God damn it, indeed.
Baxter is up.
Wait, 2 people left conscious.
Alright. Take my shots at this thing real quick. 17.
It's a hit.
Kill it and wait to wake us up.
That's 8.
Okay.
And then second one, 26. 16.
It's down.
Oh, okay. Just because I want to do it, I'm gonna run up and kick him right in his freaking butt cheek.
So you wake up to this impact right to your ass.
Are you awake?
Yeah, did you want a sword in your gut?
Hey, don't fall asleep on the battlefield. That means death.
As Tessa's over unconscious.
She's like, that's
I'll
a
kick her-
lady.
I'll
I
kick-
can't
I'll-
do
She's
that.
curled up with a pile of grass under
No,
her
no,
ass.
no, 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 I'm gonna kick her. I'm gonna kick her awake. Tap her, but I'll kick her in the butt too. Just be like, wait,
Just like
wake up.
Tap her in the butt.
Wake up.
Want to do one more break? It's 9
Like you
o'clock.
would.
Might as well.
We
After this
can.
Anyway.
Alright, with the combat resolving, folks, we'll be right back in a couple minutes.
Yeah, you got a face too.
I love the monsters in this book.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Those breath attacks could have worked.
hours straight.
Yeah.
It's gonna feel like nothing compared to that. 4-hour session compared to a 24-hour session.
I don't envy any of you for that.
Oh, it was fun though.
It was fun
That was a hell of a lot of fun.
for how long I was here, but
Okay, so we come back as combat resolves. The two snake creatures are laying. The snake cat creatures are laying on the ground dead. Tessa's.
I'm just gonna kind of go over to the
Yeah.
one that attacked me and just kind of inspect it.
Looking at it, it looks like a large cat, but it has snakes growing out of its neck.
Like, does it look like the snakes were?
They don't look parasitic at all.
Okay.
They look like they're naturally occurringly growing out of its neck. See, there's 1, 2,
These are some seriously
6 total.
These are some seriously interesting creatures.
Yeah.
Does it look like the snakes? You know, are obvious? I assume that they're probably some sort of venomous or.
Yeah, they're. You see the fangs in them. They are venomous.
Can we extract the venom?
Yeah, I don't know if I've got anything that I could put it in.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
jars.
I don't
Get a good
have.
jars?
We didn't know. The only ones I got have shit in them, and some of that stuff
Make
I
the jar of jars.
mentally don't really recall.
What I could do is
half
I could
of
probably
it.
just remove a couple of the snake's
I have to
heads.
go back and
Yeah.
Pocket them. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll cut off 2 of the snake's heads.
Okay, so you get 2 snake heads.
And then I'll put them in my pack for
Just like
For
water.
harvesting
Yeah,
later.
yeah. Put it in there.
I'm gonna
Harvesting
use
later.
Druidcraft on the grass nearby and make him kind of a little pouch to wrap that up in safely.
Okay. So he makes you a little pouch. You're gonna put it back. He's like puts it in the pouch for you. Closes it up.
That way it doesn't like get your bag all fucked
Yeah,
up
true.
and you go in and reach in and you hit a tooth or something,
a
guy.
fang and
You pass
poison
out and we
myself.
don't hear you fall over. You
Yeah.
don't get left like what was that little guy? Tyr,
tear.
little bastard.
Okay, so that poison is 66 damage on a failed Constitution saving throw.
Nice.
Woo!
Yeah, that's their big hit.
Ooh, we'll have some good stuff to.
Hell yeah!
Keep our arrows
I
in.
was gonna say yeah. Yep.
You guys can learn too.
What was it?
If you guys can learn to.
Well, yeah, but
Okay, so it's
how much poison would you say is in one head? Do you know?
not much. How much does snake you have? Like a tablespoon of venom in it?
Yeah, about yeah. You can usually get about 1 to 2 tablespoons. I don't think it's
So maybe about 2 uses each.
yeah,
How many heads were on the? How many snakes?
2
were?
each.
There's 6 heads on each cat.
Oh, 6.
Yep.
Harvest all the
Okay.
Yeah, let's just
Hold
take
on.
Yeah.
It makes a bunch of little pouches for them.
Yep. It'll become you. Could become useful.
I'm taking 2 of those. Everybody, make sure everybody gets 1 or 2. There's 12 total. Oh, 3 each.
Yeah, we can take 3 snake heads.
Can I try
Alright.
skinning them?
Yeah, make a survival check.
What are they called?
Kamadan. Kamadan.
14.
I'd say, yeah, you managed to skin the cats.
I'm gonna fold it up and put it in my bag.
Okay.
I got
2 animal skins. Okay,
I'll
so
do that later when I decide to get the venom from them.
Right.
alright, so you guys gonna bed back down for the night, or
So yeah, it's probably like middle of the night.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'll go back to sleep.
who's taking over for watch
Oh
then?
shit! I guess I'll wrap up the watch for tonight.
Alright, roll the second watch.
I'm gonna go and do my meditation thing.
It's kind of been nice to me. Please continue to be nice. 12.
Watch me get attacked again.
God, I hope so.
Well, let's find out, shall we?
See what else they got out here. Yeah.
Tied away
So you left 2 bloody carcasses laying outside
in the
wilderness.
jungle at night.
Well, I mean, while I'm watching, I'm probably gonna like drag those away at least. I
Still the
wasn't
scent of the blood all over the
Yeah.
grass.
Oh fucking well. At least they're not in
They just need
camp.
to be on heightened alert now.
Survival
Yeah.
of the fittest.
Mm-hmm.
Just as long as the carcasses I put, like 50 yards away.
He's smiling.
I was
rolled
looking
something
at that
really good.
four-armed.
No, I didn't roll the
Oh,
Really good
okay.
for you or really good for us?
Really good for
in general.
probably the viewers.
Yeah. I got a big enough mini for it, but I got something good.
Are we gonna
Run it.
Are we gonna party naked?
We're gonna party naked.
Let's party naked.
We're about to party naked.
We're probably going to
Okay.
get attacked by a T-Rex.
Something like that.
Oh,
As long as I didn't fall asleep, I ain't worried.
No, you didn't fall asleep, but you hear this loud running sound coming towards you. It's just loud roaring noise.
Do the fucking thing. I'm like, get up, get up, get up.
As
get
you
up,
see
get up,
this
get up,
large,
get up, get up, get up.
normally people are probably that big for a mini,
Yeah.
but it has spines coming out the back of its head, down its neck and tail.
That king spine thing?
And there's velociraptors running past you guys around and away. About 20 velociraptors running away.
We're just fleeing, like straight up.
They're just out. They're just gone. They're running.
So this thing is like, this is the big one.
This is the king of spines. I rolled it.
Guys, I think we need to get out of here.
Everybody needs to roll initiative, or run, or hide.
I think we ought to get the fuck out of here. Do we really want to try and fight and kill this thing?
Fuck it, dude.
I'm
down, man. I got that crown.
I want to try. We can always try to run when it gets tricky, right?
Alright, yeah, alright. Fucking hell.
Ooh, natural 20.
Ooh.
Oh, that was a natural.
I
And
rolled
it's
one
outside
better
the
than
damn
last
thing.
fight.
So we already know what yours is going to be.
Yes, 24. I got a 19.
No, I only rolled
Yeah,
one
I
better
did.
than last fight, so I'm 8 or 9.
I rolled.
time.
So Tessa gets a surprise round. She got an natural 20.
Shit.
Okay. Still in there.
Crown
Alright.
immediately on.
It takes 30 minutes.
I did.
Yeah,
Remember, I put it on.
you're right,
I
you're
wore
right.
it already.
You swapped
you-
the mask.
oh,
You
you
got a
put it
surprise round, then your turn.
Oh, you put it on before when you gave her the mask?
I had it on
Okay.
long before that.
Am I
And then I
in
put it.
front of
I
the
wore
cabin
when we were walking into Chult.
You're right back in the little
Ferry
camera
ride
area.
and shit.
Alright. I'm gonna be.
When
I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use the mask.
Okay.
Dragon breath.
Let's make what? Dexterity saving throw?
I don't know.
she's got, it's a dexterity. Here, let me pull it up.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
I'm gonna.
No, I'm not talking about your breath weapon. I'm talking about this is gonna suck.
What are you talking about?
Because this thing is like, even in giant form, it's gonna be 3 times our size.
So dexterity saving
We're gonna
throw
barely
DC
come up to its
21.
belly when we're
Okay.
Taking
in
63
giant size.
8 or 18 d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on
But
a
imagine
successful
if we
one.
kill this thing,
To 24.
we'll be known as the
Okay.
Save
So
We'll
you
be known as the
say she'll take
adventurers who
half
killed
as much
King of
damage or whatever
Spines.
she
Yep.
rolls.
of 18d6.
You can either do that or it's half of 63, which will be
Yeah, I'd probably roll the damage.
yeah.
Okay.
You have a better
higher
chance of getting-
chance.
Better chance of getting higher.
Because the number they give you is an average for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can roll lower or higher, but the potential for more damage. Yeah.
Because you guys are going against the king of the island right now.
And imagine the accolades we will get if we kill the damn thing.
We're gonna kill the damn thing.
Or get killed by it, one of the two.
Or run away. And
I'll
hide.
run away. We'll probably run away. I mean, I have the spell for that.
And I got my
Fly.
misty step. I got my misty
No,
step.
I don't
too.
have fly. I have.
That can help me get away. I have ethereal step, misty step. I've got escape options that can help put some distance. Does my movement speed increase when I go giant form too, or no? I mean, I figured I wondered just maybe because longer leg span,
You'd have about the same movement of a giant, which is about the same.
longer stride.
It would be just less steps to get that far.
Gotcha.
You got yourself?
Mm-hmm. I'm okay.
Okay.
I had myself the whole time.
I
but I
did.
appreciate it.
Leave it to the kitty to catch the old man. Oh, just imagine if he'd have seen the tower with the old man.
Oh,
That had flying cats.
I wanted one.
Winged cats.
Oh, that's right.
I wanted one.
That after being habbed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted one.
Okay, now you have your turn. That was your surprise attack.
Okay, now I'm gonna shoot with my crossbow.
Roll your attack.
Can I do the? Is the -5 only for?
You don't
only
have
for melee.
sharpshooter.
Okay.
It's for
Yeah.
melee.
Yeah, it's for melee only for you.
Sharpshooter is the ranged one.
Yeah, which I also. I don't know. I don't think I took that.
Natural
one.
20.
Roll it again.
Nice.
One hit.
Let's
Kill
just
it.
fucking kill this thing.
9.
Oh,
Okay.
9. No.
So that's how do I do?
You roll the damage die,
And then you double it.
8,
and then you add your pluses to it.
You double the weapon damage, then add your
10,
pluses.
12, 14.
Okay.
I don't do a lot of damage with crossbow, but I get 3 hits. So.
Yep.
You still get 3 attacks.
For a hit?
Yeah.
That's a miss.
Okay.
Which is crazy.
I thought he was gonna say hit.
Fucking giant fucking dinosaur, but
Oh, that's even worse.
it probably just
What was it?
Has
probably
armor.
just bounced off.
Yep,
its,
that's a
right.
miss.
It just bounced off its hide.
Okay. That's anything else for your turn? Bonus action?
Bonus action? I don't have anything.
Look at your look at your class skills. That listing doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it just tells you what.
How big are the jaguar snake thing?
Is it?
Okay.
Just huck one at it.
Yeah.
About the size of like a leopard or a panther.
Huck them at it just so it's got something to eat.
It'd be under your
Yes.
class skills and abilities and
I'm
traits.
so
But here,
serious.
take that. But it's still
Fighter
gonna come after us anyway because we're attacking it.
Yeah, your fighter features.
Now, maybe we instead of attacking it, we'd huck those at it and then try to run. Might have stood a chance.
Nah.
Action.
Nah, I wanna kill it.
Once per
Right.
short rest, you can take one additional action on your turn.
Or at least let it be known.
It
that
just
it's
sounds
on.
like an engine.
You do have options you can
on
use. It's better if you want to use them right now.
Try to ride it.
I don't think I get an extra attack after I do a crit
Do you have that one?
because you get.
Oh, so
Attack
you
Yeah,
get one more
that's
attack.
right. That's right. You got that 20.
I forgot you had that.
It's your bonus action though.
Oh, it is 12 plus 6, 20.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Sweet. It's money.
Yep.
Sorry.
Money.
You're good.
Pass all the money drawings.
8 plus 2, 10.
Okay.
Decent little hit.
Cool.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
No.
Okay. Next is the King of Spines.
These don't hit.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, God,
35?
I think it's swallowed.
Oh yeah, you're barely a snack to it.
It's going for a bite attack.
You're just gonna go.
I should have been.
Thank God you have a high AC.
It's a 19 to hit.
Oh, that means.
It's neat.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Shouldn't it get a disadvantage
20.
on attacking her because it's so much smaller than it?
Natural 20.
Okay, so you don't get
22.
swallowed. But
It makes it easier. It's been hunting prey smaller than it its entire
everything
life.
is smaller than it.
Right,
Yeah.
I mean, she's like an ant to it.
Smells like meat. Has a body temperature.
Then she has the pelts.
Oh yeah.
And all you do is smell like blood and fresh meat.
22 points of piercing damage.
Oh, God. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but how much HP do you got? That's not bad.
Okay.
73 now.
Now it's gonna go for tail swipe.
Jesus. 4 smack.
26.
Oh,
Make a dexterity saving throw.
you're just gonna die.
Oh.
I'm just gonna die. It's not gonna be pretty. Oh, I didn't make it. It's a 4.
Okay.
Knocked prone.
Chucked.
Now you're knocked prone.
This is what happens to me.
22 points of bludgeoning damage.
She's a comic
Okay.
relief.
She really is.
20 feet back.
So I
Oh,
said
sweet.
4.
Boom. Okay. Now it's Baxter's turn.
Alright.
You better get the fuck
I
out of
ain't,
here.
I
You
ain't
better-
boo to foo.
You better
Okay, so
fucking
I don't know
move.
which one I'm necessarily in, so I'm gonna be right
No,
there.
yeah, it's you.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
We gonna be running from this thing the whole time.
Hell yeah, I ain't no, I don't. I'm gonna fight him from a distance. Alright.
There, he just punted you with his tail.
Yup.
You basically just got bitch slapped.
With its ass.
What's
Been
the,
slapped by a
what would
dinosaur.
be 10 foot?
This
Let
is
me
the
see.
worst.
So the 10-foot radius would come out right here, so it would just miss.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just out
That's
of
fine.
range.
Okay. Exploding arrows.
Oh.
17.
Miss.
Shit.
Jesus.
That sucks. 24.
That's a hit.
Can't
Ooh, Hunter's Mark.
as big as it is, yeah?
Okay.
I would-
Give him some
I
bling.
don't know.
Can't be very intelligent either, yeah?
Huh?
You don't know.
I know, I'm trying to, like, based on what I would think of a giant-ass fucking dinosaur, I would think.
9.
Not very
14.
dexterous.
Damage?
They're
Well,
giant birds.
yeah.
Birds are intelligent.
Yeah.
Well, that's not necessarily a bird.
Yeah, but it's the king of spines, so it's
Yeah.
probably better than most.
Yeah.
It's probably smarter than most of its.
Yeah,
If it's lived that long, grown that big.
it's pretty intelligent.
Okay.
Go for it.
Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Jimothy is up.
Jimmy's gonna run 30 feet.
It's like, oh shit!
Shit.
Watch
Alright.
Tessa get punted and run.
Now I'm gonna cast Synaptic Static at it. Intelligence 18 saving throw.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my
19?
full movement and Misty step another
So it
30 feet.
takes half as much of 8d6.
I couldn't. I forgot to do that.
But you get to dash too.
No, I have my feline speed. I can go to
Yes.
60. Yeah. I can get hella far out of range. 5, 10, 15. I'm going big.
Misty step is a bonus action.
20, I'm sorry, 21. 27, half. 13.
Move, Misty step,
Yeah.
crown.
I want to grab this guy's tooth.
There was a thing flying right in front of my face.
I want this guy's tooth. You can tell that, right?
If you can, if you don't, if you know, if you survive.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, as long as the rest of us survives,
Okay.
we can make sure you don't die. But okay, well I'm a fucking book it. 30, my Misty step. And as my action, I'm gonna use the crown.
Okay. But you were still looking up at this thing
I
from
know,
that distance.
but it's mainly for the bonus HP. Because I
Yes.
fucking need it. So now my. I'm just gonna do the calculator for that. 204 HP. And then that's my turn, so.
Okay. Back to Tessa.
Okay. You can do this. What's my walking speed?
30, 25, yeah.
5.
You can also dash as well.
Fucking run.
I should start moving too closer for a second there.
Alright.
25, what's that? I have dash.
Yeah,
You
dash
can
is using
dash.
your bonus action or your
To-
action to use
To
the run
move,
again.
move an additional 25 feet, basically. You can, you can use your movement again.
Yeah.
How far can I shoot my bow?
Crossbows, I think, are
120 feet.
yeah.
Oh,
the
so
max.
move back 25 more feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No.
That was 20.
Would he be in
Is
the way?
Is it tall enough for her where she
You can shoot
even
over me
wouldn't-
easily.
Yeah.
That's no
You're good.
problem.
The thing's over 90 feet tall.
You're good.
Oh,
You have plenty of room.
You're good.
Yeah,
shoot that guy.
I'm just in the
And if
the
you guys
worst
want a
spot
reference
ever.
picture, there's one in this book.
I want to see it.
Me too.
You can find it while you roll your damage.
15 plus 6, 21.
Damage or to hit?
Did.
That's a hit.
Alright.
Here's from a distance.
Oh yeah, that looks like an Anjanath.
Oof.
8.
Yeah.
This makes an Angela look like an appetizer.
Oh yeah.
If they're not near water, I could just throw an apple off at it. Throw an apple off at it.
So I did 7 damage.
Here, eat this.
Okay.
Or
And
get
then
taken
I'll
over by it.
attack
One or two.
with hand.
Whatever happens first.
21.
That's a hit.
Nice.
10 damage.
Okay.
I'm just like tagging.
Putting in work.
17.
That's a miss.
Okay.
Okay. Now it's the king's turn. Welcome to Chult.
What?
Closest target.
Yeah, I know.
24.
It's.
Make a strength saving throw.
Again?
No, I rolled an 18, so it's 17.
You still save.
I'm just gonna look at Timothy and go.
Yes.
I think this calls for.
28 points of piercing damage.
That's not too
It's
bad.
kind of like
Now it's going for a tail attack.
kind of like the Hulk. Now might be a really good time to get angry.
19.
Shield.
Now might be a
Doesn't
really good time.
Oh,
to
okay.
throw-
But
to
shield puts
take
me to
off my
21.
gloves.
Okay.
So hang on.
So
First
its tail
attack.
comes up, you're just yeah.
Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! 89. You become invisible for the next minute. During that time, other creatures can't hear me. The invisibility ends if I attack or cast a spell.
Nice.
Okay.
So he swung at me and he was just like, bye.
Put it back over on the shelf.
Probably did, because nobody else was literally ever gonna use it.
Because Nick was the only one that ever hid.
Oh, here it is. Yep.
So if I'm
Let's go in
invisible,
Timothy's place.
if I'm invisible and can't be heard, does he get an opportunity attack on me?
No.
Okay, good. So I can move.
Well, yeah, because he can't see or hear you.
Right.
Unless he
It's
rolls
just
high
like-
enough on perception.
It's just
Right.
like,
He can see the footprints in the grass.
That's
Right.
fair.
Okay, next is Baxter.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and keep it far away from that fucker if I can.
Because he hits like a fucking truck.
Yeah.
Oh wait, 30 was right here.
I'm
Mhm.
gonna
Yeah.
try and
And
keep
then
at
I'm
least
gonna
60
dash.
feet between me and it. At the
Yeah,
at the
that has
minimum.
smallest movement
And
speed,
then-
so he's gonna catch up to me first.
Depending, because I'm
Okay,
probably
you're going
still
giant
gonna-
size?
even after
Yeah.
that,
The hill
I'll
giants?
probably still be the closest
One of
one.
the fat ones.
I don't want to be a
Grab,
fat
grab
one.
Gub.
That's a hill giant.
I want to be one of those.
You,
Nope.
Nah, dude, you're the hill giant.
You don't got the fire giant crown. No one does.
Nope.
I want to do this.
Nope.
Still.
That's
Why I gotta
Nigerian.
use that?
You're using a hill giant crown. You're the size of a hill
Oh
giant.
god, you gotta be the
Oh,
At least you grabbed the male one
right. Where's Chief Guy up there?
up on top.
Which was that?
Chief
The fat one up
Chief
top.
Guy was a fight the
She had
fucking
0
behold.
movement speed.
Damn.
She was hoisted up on
4 carts.
4 carts,
That's how she moved.
Until Enoch broke one. Then she went.
and fell on top of me, and then I almost suffocated.
Yup.
Almost
Okay, so that's your action. You think your bonus?
Or a giant.
What would be my bonus action?
No, your bonus action was the dash.
Oh yeah. You.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that'd be a
So
free
then
turn.
yeah, and then you use your action
And
to
Jimothy?
activate the
Jimothy is
power.
gonna move 60 feet that way, because I'm using my bonus action to dash. Sick. All right, now I'm going to do.
This thing showed up. We just.
Got the fuck out of there.
Well, you want to tense that, just go boom. It's like nope.
It's like, oh fuck this thing.
Still the
Fuck this
closest
shit
one.
I'm out.
I gotta try. Yeah, I'll cast Mirror Image, so I get 3 duplicates of myself, and whenever I get attacked, I have to roll a 20.
Okay.
So now there's 4 of me,
Yeah.
and all 4 of us are gonna flip them off. And then I get to roll percentiles. 48.
Something good.
Shrink another 10.
A unicorn controlled by the DM appears in the space within 5
just
feet
like-
of me, then disappears 1 minute later.
We're just gonna. Everybody's gonna be like, oh, Jimothy's been here. There's a unicorn.
Well, no, they can plane shift back out of here.
Well, I know, but I'm just
They-
saying. Like,
they
if
can
anybody
leave.
Sees it,
But they.
but if anybody sees it,
they
it's like, yes,
piss.
Jimothy's been here.
Is it an action to remove my finger cuffs?
Yeah.
Okay. That'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Irvon.
I'm good, unicorn, I promise. The sun sword will tell you.
Unless it was one of the other ones.
Right.
Then it's gonna remember your ass.
No.
Right. Hunter's Mark. Scuba.
Got a mesh coil in that one? I love mesh coils. 0 ramp up.
So good. This juice I have is really good too.
21.
That's a hit. I wouldn't mind trying to get that.
How was your tank?
I was gonna say. What the crown force?
21 damage.
Okay.
First hit.
Ooh.
16 for the second attack.
That's a miss.
21 damage for the first.
Okay. That's really good. What flavor is that? Pink lemonade?
Twisted, yes. Ice pink lemonade.
Yeah, I feel the menthol now. Anything else for your turn?
No, I took my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark, and I took my action to attack. Yeah. Second action surge is a bonus action technically, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus I only get one of those. Well, I get one of those in short rest, but yeah.
Yup. Gonna run in head first and attack it? And then just
It just
That tastes good.
lays down and opens his
I
mouth
love this
for you to
shit.
run in.
I wasn't expecting the minty cold aftertaste.
Oh, that's so fucking good.
Yeah.
I want to shoot it.
That was a nice surprise.
Shoot it.
Shoot
Shoot
it,
it.
shoot it.
I was expecting like bubblegum or pink lemonade, but not the aftertaste to it.
Yeah, the menthol in it's
Yeah.
really light
15.
too.
That's a miss.
Okay. 8.
Didn't even make it to it.
I was like,
Where's that? 16 plus 6 would be 22.
That's a hit. After the first shot just bounces off. The second just
it lands like
it lands like 3 feet in front of her. Just boing.
Still learning the
Misfires.
crossbow
Yeah.
thing.
Hey, you still learning. It's okay.
She got the itchy picture of being a little too itchy.
So it's gonna do 3 damage.
Ah.
Because I rolled a 1.
Okay.
You basically gave it a toothpick.
That's
Got a
right.
splinter in
It's
its
like,
foot.
oh, I needed to get the piece of meat out of
Yes.
this.
I got a person stuck in there. Thank you. And I was like, I can't reach.
I got a big head and little arms.
Yeah. Okay, so which one's he gonna go for? Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You guys are still considered smaller than it do, so
Well, obviously.
Uh-huh.
Still in range.
And Baxter is up. As you see this thing turn and start charging at you.
Is from
Yeah,
this
it's-
okay.
yeah.
5, 10. Fuck, either way,
I'm gonna
I'm
get
still
back
gonna
here
be
by on my next turn.
back, yeah.
Hey, no claws up my corner. I don't want one out of you.
I gotta go somewhere.
45, 30.
Don't you remember how to exit combat?
And
What was that?
Think of the Curse
Shoot.
Strahd giving Mike KK Mike's.
Yeah, I'm not trying to exit combat just yet.
24 to hit.
That's a hit.
Yes.
I'm not exiting combat until everybody else agrees to do the same, but
8.
I do want to keep my distance from this fucker.
19.
I have no desire to
That's a
get into
miss.
a melee fight with this thing. Now, a regular T-Rex, sure. And especially in giant size, I'll get it in its face. Not this
Go.
thing.
Regular T-Rex, you're about the same size.
Yeah.
You're up.
So I mean, regular T-Rex, I would have no problem getting in its face in giant size. Not this fucker.
But not the King of Spines.
Not this fucker.
This is the big boy.
35.
No step on me.
Not gonna step on you.
I think you did. Right.
Stop paying attention. Oof.
Like, are you stepping something? Where's Tessa? Oh, shit.
Crunch. Take 2 more weapon attacks at it, so one of them's gonna be with Plain Warrior. Hopefully.
Use the help me.
On 18.
Miss. You're just off its rubbery skin.
That's gonna be a miss too.
Yep.
Fucking hell. Why am I
Tessa?
rolling so low for my attacks? I got a plus 12 for my bow attacks too, so I'm rolling really shitty.
There's not really much left for me to roll.
We're out of its movement range for now.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to keep more than 40 feet between me and it.
Try to tag it with this thing, so.
Because I have no desire to get in a melee fight with this thing.
I just have a bunch of questions that I'm afraid to ask because it'll
That's only
change
11.
the train of thought.
20?
That's a hit. Okay.
I'm just like doing minimum damage.
It's okay.
You're one of the only ones that's
It's more than what I've done to
9.
you.
Okay.
You're one of the only ones that's been hitting it. The people who should be hitting it, like me,
Are missing.
are going.
Okay. Now I need all of you, since you're within 120 feet, to make a wisdom saving throw. As it lets out a loud bellowing roar.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright. Alright.
Wisdom save, you said?
1.
18
Roll it again.
plus. Oh, shit.
19.
Okay.
That's a whopping 5.
I rolled 19.
So you are not feared. The other 3 of you are feared. So any attacks looking at it, you have disadvantage, and you cannot move closer to it.
You break fear either at the end of your turn. You can roll another wisdom save. Oh
Why
my
am I
god.
rolling such garbage? Actually, it's still a 7, but
Okay. Now it is Baxter's turn.
I gotta roll with disadvantage.
Because you're afraid of it.
I ain't afraid of shit.
By the way,
fuck you, Nick, for taking the hero's victory from us.
man.
That fucker's gonna die when I see him. All 10 charges of Wanda
16.
Fireball at
That's a
that
miss.
asshole. Well, 9 out of the 10. I don't want to risk it disintegrating on a use.
19.
Miss.
Go.
Nick shows back up.
Jimothy?
Hey guys, what's
The only one not feared.
only one not afraid of
Did the fucking unicorn save?
Yeah.
I mean, it's unicorn, so
Good. I'ma go and cast slow at it.
Okay.
Hope and pray just a little bit. Wisdom 18.
17.
Sick, it doesn't save. So its speed is halved. Takes a -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
And it can't use reactions. On its turn, it can use either an action or a bonus action, not both. Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't
yeah.
make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn.
Okay.
he just crippled that thing.
If it attempts to cast spells, if it attempts to cast a spell, it has to roll a d20 on
It
11 or
can't
higher.
cast spell.
Cool. It can make
It's not a
another
magical-
wisdom saving throw at the end
It's
of
not a
each of its
magical
turns,
T-Rex.
Okay.
and on a successful save events. So,
Okay, anything else for yours?
nah.
I'm just very irritated that I keep rolling.
Yeah, I'm gonna move 30. Well, shit, no, before that happens.
Oh, yeah, you're wrong.
36. Roll a d10. My age changes by a number of. I'm gonna die of old age.
Once it goes down.
Roll a d10. If I roll on, I get younger. If I roll even, I get older.
You're a half elf, so it's okay.
7.
You're 7 years younger. So you're back to your starting age.
176 now. Yeah.
You're almost back to your original age, I think.
Oh, yeah, I was 173.
Okay, so.
You're getting shorter, you're de-aging.
I haven't sneezed yet, so I've still got my beard.
Is the shrinking a permanent effect?
Yeah.
No. Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's permanent.
Oh. I thought it was
It
only
permanent.
permanently changes my age, and permanently changes
Oh.
my height. It permanently
So
permanently changes my beard length. Like all of these things that happen here
permanent things.
are permanent unless they're damaging spells or a unicorn that can leave.
You're
Yeah.
right. Well, I guess I'm gonna take my first attack at it with disadvantage. So that's a 25 or a 25.
Go ahead.
Thank fucking God.
81.
20.
Being a warrior as well.
That one.
11.
21. 22 gives them disadvantage, and saving throws against the next spell.
21.
That's a good one.
7. 29. 33 damage.
Okay.
Second attack.
Get
This is 25 again. Ah, fucking hell. Or a 1.
Roll it again.
Good old disadvantage.
And then followed it up with a natural 20. Why couldn't I roll that first?
So just, pew! Way over past it.
Fucking damn it.
Okay.
Fucking shits and giggles.
Anything else?
Nope.
Passes up.
Gonna attack it with disadvantage.
Oh shit, I could have made my
Go ahead and make the save.
saving throw too.
Caught it before the next roll. You're good.
Natural 20.
You're no longer feared.
Thank fucking God.
So, 8,
Just like-
9, 15,
God, you
that's
bastard.
Mm-mm.
You fear. I'll say you realize you know a lot slower. Thank you, Jimothy.
I'm just like, you fucking do this. You fucking do this.
11.
You can fucking do this. Arrgh! Like psyching myself back
Its
up
AC
for
was
it.
probably 18 or 19.
11.
So it's probably gonna be.
That's still a miss.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll to not be frightened anymore.
Okay.
Your
Save.
saving throw
19.
plus your whatever your wisdom.
It's a save.
Yeah, so
You
it's like
save.
19.
So I'm not afraid.
Yeah, literally, I just like, I'm just like, why
I'm
did
not
you
afraid.
Okay, now it's the king's turn again.
For a moment, I let the thing's size intimidate me, and then I'm like, wait a minute, no.
20.
Fucking do this, fucking do this.
Fucking do this.
Okay.
You
Max
see
is
this
up.
fucking giant elf trying to psych himself back up.
You can do it. You can do it. Moving slower. Thank you, Jimmy. You can do it.
You can do it. Have you ever seen DBZ Abridged? Piccolo.
3 and a natural 20.
It's a miss.
Too bad you didn't roll that natural 20 and twice.
Disadvantage. Oh.
Roll it again.
12.
Okay, so you didn't hurt anybody or
So
break
you
anything.
don't die completely.
And then you gotta roll to save.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
roll
Your save. Because you can't move closer to it right now.
I was gonna move away. 7 plus
Roll
8.
save.
It's a failure. You're still feared.
You're still afraid
I
of
thought
it.
it was a 1.
So you can move away from it. You just can't move towards it.
Oh wait, no.
Yeah, that's probably
That would be
technically.
bonus action for dash or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then, yeah. Turn.
Yeah.
I was running.
He's still just as far away as he was.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm not cornered.
No. That's yeah. You're good.
Okay. Jimothy?
I'm gonna move 15 feet that away. Move me and my clones right here.
The corn can't stand up.
Nah, the base is fucked.
It's a disfigured unicorn.
And then my 3 doppelgangers gotta come with
Unicorn.
A uniform.
me. A uniform.
It's a fucking unicorn.
Now I'm gonna try and cast. I'll probably wait on that one. Maybe this one.
Yeah, well, I guess we use this one for unicorn since it'll actually stand up. Even though that's an actual unicorn.
Screw it. I'll try to hit it with Synaptic Static again. It's an intelligence 18.
Okay. 17.
Nice.
Alright, so now.
So now what happens to it?
It takes 8d6 flat. And then also, for 1 minute, it rolls a d6 and subtracts the number rolled from all attack rolls and ability checks, as well as constitution saving throws to maintain concentration. Can make another intelligence saving throw at the end of this to end the effect.
Okay, what's the damage?
Whoopsies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Damn.
5, 10, 16, 23, 5, 8, 30.
Okay. Biggest hit so far.
Oh, that's not even. That's just preparing the next one to come.
I got 41 on it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
got like
can't forget the best part.
Oh, yep. You
Give-
wanted wild magic.
I know, but I really, really just want to roll either 21 or 33. 65. That's nowhere near. Oh, Jesus, what happens? Up to 3 creatures I choose within 30 feet of me take 4d10 lightning damage. But there's nothing within range.
So just lightning will zap the ground, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sick. Court!
What were the
Is that
two you want?
Huh?
What were the two that you wanted there?
Disadvantage on my next attack or maximize the damage on my next spell.
Oh. Okay. Then Irvine is up.
2 more shots at the thing.
I'm out of 5th level spell slots. It's okay.
He's a fire warrior. 9 plus 12, whatever that is off the top of my head, I can't think.
21.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, press through as well. Still fail.
21. 23 damage.
Okay.
Need one more d6.
26.
That's a hit.
I might have one. Because I'll need
Got
it.
a bunch in here
16,
at probably
times 3?
Yeah,
24.
24. That's what I thought. 24.
I'll take it. If you don't need it ever again.
29 damage.
Appreciate you.
Okay. Pretty damn good hit. Alright. Tessa is up again. Oh, they don't even have longer fear, that's right.
Yeah.
Can I shoot over the giant?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's bigger than him.
Well, even so, it's not, the backpack is in the way, but you still have line of sight.
Yeah.
Like clear line
Yeah.
of sight.
It's 3 times their size.
Oh, that's fine.
Hitting the stick.
22.
That's it.
7.
Okay.
9.
Miss.
Natural 20.
Roll again.
Natural 20.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding.
Yes.
Shit.
Yes. Dude.
Hold on.
If it nullifies crits, you don't kill it
I
outright.
thought there was an echo in the room for a second.
So did I.
She said it exactly the same. Natural 20.
Rolling.
Natural 20.
Rolling
Wait.
again.
The littlest thing.
Oh my
Watch
god.
the littlest thing in the group. Kills
With
the
a
biggest thing.
with a
With a
crossbow.
goddamn cross. With a child's crossbow.
With a
basically.
regular crossbow.
Right in the friggin' eye.
Puts a bolt like.
Go ahead and roll damage on it.
Roll damage.
It has a plot point in here, so
8 plus 2, 10. Do I roll it twice?
no.
So you double the weapon
16.
damage.
Yeah.
Then plus 2, so 18 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well as it was, you already had enough to scare it off, so you just took out its left eye or its right eye.
Nice.
Yeah.
It does have plot armor, I will admit that.
Okay.
That's okay. Because I almost disintegrated that motherfucker.
I know.
Yes.
But with that, the King of Thorns runs off into the distance, pissed off.
Pussy.
Yes.
You guys dropped it down from 600 to 400.
Nice.
We heard it pretty good.
20 AC.
18 only after the slow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
And with that, combat subsides as he runs off into the night.
Wow, you finished that shit right on time, too.
Yeah. That was 2 till.
Nice.
Nice. That's perfect.
Good
With
shit.
that, you guys bed down for the rest of the night. And folks, that's where we're going to call it for the night. We'll see you guys next week. I got a lot of reading to do, and make sure my plot points have plot armor.
Yeah, for real.
Especially for someone like that.
That was funny as shit.
Because that's a late game boss for this campaign. Which I rolled to see if it would appear.
This is what I was gonna throw at it next time.
And
Plus,
you guys,
plus 40.
if you guys had left the map, that would have been breaking combat and leaving.
Yeah,
Right.
I know that.
But
Oh,
no,
so I was like right up next to it, and I was
Yeah.
like, hey.
you just stepped back, you'd have been out of combat.
Nah, I gotta throw slow at it, and then I gotta confuse it, and then I gotta fuck it. And Bane. And...
You let it know that we meant business.
Right? I was
It
like,
took 200 damage to scare it off.
Yeah, but you let it know that we.
she let it know.
That's about
Oh yeah.
right.
Well, we all
About
let it know
30
that,
damage
that,
and
that we're
muscle
not just going to
and
be
cover.
kneel for it.
No,
Yeah, after Tessa got punted across the map.
She got fucking dwarf tossed.
Yeah. Midget tossed against spiders.
Hobbit hut.
Hobbit hug.
Oh, I never missed playing this.
You have to cancel the stream, don't you?
I gotta go hit stop.
Yeah.
Sounds good though.
Yeah, then I gotta upload this to YouTube.
Good shit. Probably edit out the first, or the last, 2 minutes that we've just been chilling.